mama, call your papa, call your friends. The festivities are about to begin. Boom!
Yeah. I'm here.
How
I'm
you
sorry.
doing?
I was doing a couple stuff. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live on the YouTube universe. Jose JG in the house. And we are happy because it is Wednesday, 1:40 p.m. on Florida, USA time. I think you guys can hear and see me. No, you cannot see me, but you will. There you go. You can see me now. So I know now that you can see and hear me. And as I say, we are live in the YouTube land of the flats. I mean, in the flat of the land. I mean, in the YouTube universe, whatever you guys say. All I ask from the people watching right now and those who are in Discord or about to join to go over YouTube and hit the like button, hit the thumbs up. It's an easy way. It's an easy way to support the channel to help out, and also you can support me via PayPal. There's a link pinned in a chat box or super chat. The super chat is there, man. 5 minutes in the future, I guess. My laptop says 1:41 p.m. I guess. So please check on the links on the description box on how to join us on Discord server Daily Boom. I got a NASA shirt and the letters might be flipped for the YouTube audience, but don't worry about it. It says no stupid people beyond this point. Shout out to everybody in this neighborhood. Look at that. I even got flowers today in my background. I gotta do a squeaky earth. Sorry guys over here in Discord. I'll get back to you in a second. So headphones warning. Here we go. Squeaky earth time. While we squeak the earth, Papa Frog says, mob it. Baby Frog says, mob it. And Mama Frog says, mob it. Thank you very much, everybody. Yeah, we got them all here. They're watching the show. As usual, Papa Frog is watching at the laptop and is watching at this laptop right here. Very good. Well done. All the globe Earths. Eskimo Man is here also for dear life. I think we good. We good for business. Oh, shout out to the NASA shirt brought to you by C4. Still rocking it, C4. Still rocking it, brother. Hell yeah. It's one of the best. It's soft, it's good quality. He brought it from a NASA museum and brought him to me personally. My shout outs to the YouTube. We got Marcus Dresden, Citizen 9, RT96, Truth Nurse, Mark Ping. I think all these people that I mentioned, you had flip flops on. I like that. I appreciate it. Fred Bailey, C4, Jumungus, Tom Walbrum. Hello, Tom Walbrum. Are you new?
Hey.
I am new too. Farmer's Boy, M Stone, Ben the Light, and also Real Cygnus, Too Cold Gaming. And in the Discord universe, we got Blue Marble Science, Farmer's Boy, Mars Mushrooms, and Snesley Wipes. Hello, gentlemen. Good morning or good afternoon.
Morning.
Hey. Good afternoon, sir.
What's going on?
Oh, I'm just sitting here enjoying some pizza, actually.
What's up with that half-cooked potato that you got going on over there, Farmer's Boy? That you talking through?
Let me change headsets.
Half-cooked potato. How you doing, Blue Marble? Blue Marble, you got a good now to be wired on your streams. Tell me about it, man.
No.
Let's go! Get Kroger's
Oh shit! Hold on.
Oh.
Go ahead, man.
Is that better?
It's good,
Yeah.
Farmer's Boy. Let's hear from Blue. Blue, check it now.
Yeah, I didn't understand the question. No, I was like, what about being wired?
Oh, you typed that you got a Ethernet
yeah.
cable, so you're gonna be streaming wired. It's gonna be a better stream.
Yeah. Now the audience will hear me on the same day instead of the next day. It will work a lot better.
So you've been streaming Wi-Fi all this time?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's gonna be a lot better, man. That's why I was doing here my earlier shows Wi-Fi, and it just get laggy and cut up, and it's not the everything quality wise when you are wired. Very good. It's gonna be solid, man.
Yeah, it's so inconvenient to do, though. I mean, there's almost 6 feet separating my computer and the and the router.
6 feet.
It sucks, man. Yeah. When I got here, I got a 100-foot Ethernet cable. No, a 50-foot that I had plugged in my back room right here. But I mean, the router is in the living room, and I wandered through the wall and did a mess of a hole over here for this room. But then I got me a 25-foot, which is perfect just from this living room until here to this spot right here. So I got it just going up from the corner of the door, and then I got the wire plugging in the laptop right here. So it's good, man. There you go.
Yeah, I just ran by the store and picked up a 14-footer and plugged it in, and voila.
All green, All green and quick
All
screen
green.
share, quick connection, everything is better.
Yeah, 300 meg up and down. It's doing well.
Hell yeah! Even watching just regular YouTube videos, if you either scrolling forward, do a grab and scroll to the middle of the video. I mean, when in Wi-Fi, no matter how good the Wi-Fi, you got the little bit of buffering just for a split second. With this one, it's no buffering whatsoever when you got the inner Ethernet,
Yeah, I tell farmers it's an absolute pleasure to figure out exactly what it is you guys do sound like. Because up till now, everybody's saying like sort of like that,
I hear them.
That would explain a lot of the troubles you've been having when you're doing the live hangout and we're in Discord. That's obviously been the route behind it. So hopefully going forward.
Yeah, hopefully that's going to solve the problems.
Yeah.
It will solve it, man.
Good. I'm excited.
Good times, yeah. Yesterday, movie review. I got a movie review.
Oh yes, what did you go and see?
Movie review. I got The Northman. I watched the movie The Northman.
And
I got a few words for it. It was fucking awesome.
Good.
It's one of the best movies that I've seen. I mean, since Spider-Man No Way Home, which I'm a fan of comic book movies and Marvel Universe. So the Spider-Man was a really cool experience to watch. But I mean, The Northman, excellent. I enjoyed the multiverse movie that I watched a few days ago with Everything Everywhere All at Once. Yeah. But that was a really good movie. This one is fucking great movie. I really enjoyed it. The cinematography, the acting, the time period is like Viking type of movie. It's a revenge movie. You get a few big scene battles and destruction, but 90% of the movie, I say 80% of the movie is more of a personal story, personal journey with the main character avenging. I mean, they show in the trailer the death of his father was the king, so he want to avenge the father. They kidnap the mom. He want to find the mom and just take revenge. So that was his journey. He go through hell to get to the point of the revenge, and the way he developed the story, the visuals, it's trippy because there's some kind of, I don't know if ayahuasca or some kind of spiritual, divine things that they go through. All these visuals that they show when they in this trip of own discovery. It's a beautiful movie. Really cool, really cool.
Oh, looking forward
And
to
it's
that.
rated R. It's rated R, I think. The show, not nudity, but they kind of, imply and show kind of a little bit of nudity, but it's not overwhelming. It doesn't even take you away. And they show some blood and gore. It's not as much as I thought. They show like intestines and everything, but it is still bloody the movie, and it show graphic when some of the things that happen in the movie. I recommend it a lot. Really good. The Northman. Hell
Good.
yeah.
Because I saw the trailer and thought, oh, that could be a good film. But
Yes.
sometimes you watch the trailer and you've just watched all of the good bits in the film.
Oh no, yeah, yes, that's good. It took me on a trip, of this guy. I said, like, how are they gonna put this movie together? I don't know how long it was. It felt a little bit long, kind of like at the middle of the movie. I wanted to pull my phone and see like how much is left, because I think they could wrap it up. They could get to the end here, but I'm glad they didn't, because they push through it. Like half of the movie, you could think that could be the moment of this. Everything comes together at the revenge. But I'm glad that they actually pushed through it and they added more layers to the story. Really cool.
Well, it's 2 hours and 17 minutes, but it's interesting. You said it's R-rated, which I think is equivalent of like an 18 certificate over here. Well, I've just checked. Over here, it's a 15.
Oh, okay.
So it's interesting that over there, it's. I think that's like your adult rating, isn't it? That would be like an 18 over here. It's going to have blood and guts and gore and swearing and sex and nudity and all the rest of it. Any of that goes. Well, over here, it's a 15. So you can still go and watch it when you're a teenager. So it's not deemed quite so extreme.
Right.
Quite so adult. So that's interesting. But yeah, I'd looked at that and thought, because I love all the old Viking stuff. There's loads of it on Amazon and Netflix. That's been brilliant, And I thought, oh yeah, this looks good. But
there's certain actors that I seen them. I know their faces. I know they've been in some TV series and some other movies. But I just two names that jump up to the screen. That's Nicole Kidman.
Oh, yes.
She's the mama of the main character. Yeah, and she's awesome in the movie. I thought she was gonna be in a small part, but she is like in the movie, like big time. And she's great. I haven't seen her this good in a long time. Her acting. She is always a great actress, but there was a moment that when she got kind of surgeries, I couldn't take my eyes off. Like she looks so plastic surgery, it looks odd. But in this movie, she looks great. The character she plays and good acting. And William Dafoe is here. What the fuck, man? I saw this script. What the fuck, William Dafoe? I forgot. I seen him in the trailer. He's great, man. He's just in a small part, but he's great, bro. Made me laugh every time I see him because he got this creepy face.
Yeah, the fact that William Dafoe's face is it doesn't matter what film he's in, what they've done with hair and makeup and clothing. As soon as you see him, you go, "Oh yeah, that's William Dafoe." Yeah, I mean that's quite a distinctive face, isn't it? Very craggy and lived in. I think it's probably.
When I went to the theater, it wasn't that many people. It was maybe 15 or 20 people. It wasn't too hot. I said like, all right, I got in the line I was sitting. I got the E7. I got like counting 1, 2, 3. People in 4, people in 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the 7. So like, next to these people, even though they was empty. And I passed by and I saw this girl sitting there with a big dog sitting in the lap, like a service dog, I guess. And I go past it. I said, you know what? I'm gonna leave a space. Sit over here so you got room for. And she's like, no, come on, sit here. I said, all right, I'll sit there. So it was like a bunch of people. Like I joined their group.
Oh, that's good.
It was cool, man. It was.
All right. Well, I look forward to watching it even more now because I'd seen the trailer and thought, that's got the potential of being a good film.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I want to watch it again. Yeah, that was the first time, so I didn't know what to expect. Now I know what to expect. This is one of the movies that I will watch again with like I will enjoy in a second watch. Really good. Yep.
I got around to watching the Batman.
Yeah. Did you make it? Were you able to watch it, or what do you think?
No, I'd been waiting. You know the site. I've been waiting for it to go to HD, and I sat down. I actually had it running the other day whilst I was working. I had it playing on the other screen, and yeah, I enjoyed that. That's a nice interpretation of Batman. Apparently, they have now given the green light for a sequel. So I even like the car. I like the Batmobile.
2 shout outs in the chat box. Marcus Dresden and Charlie Welch. Marcus Dresden typed Ukraine. He typed Putin. You got to delete that comment. And Charlie Welch typed Vaxes. You got to delete that comment. Those words are not allowed in the chat box. I'm sorry, guys. I don't want, no matter the context, those words, it's just the words on itself. Yeah, that's a big no there. But you guys got it. I know when you receive this message, in a few seconds from now, you will get those deleted. So please take care of it. All right.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and it's good because it balanced out. I also watched Uncharted. What a load of old shit.
I haven't seen that one yet.
I'm not impressed with that at all. Yeah. But there you go.
Larry, what's up, man?
What's up? Here.
Everything good?
Yeah, it's been quite some time. Now you got me also excited for the Northman. I actually saw something about that, like relating to the historical accuracy. At least what I gathered is it's supposed to be more historically accurate, like the amulets and the clothing that they wear. They actually looked into some of that stuff.
Yeah, they show the details they showed in amulets and collars and bracelets and stuff like that. And just the clothing, the swords they use, symbols and stuff. It looked great. I have no idea about none of that, but everything looked like it fits in the way the movie shot, the color gradient, the greediness, and the building on the houses, all that kind of shit. Looks really good.
Yeah. I'm quite poor, but I could maybe justify going to see it because I'm actually trying to move into making jewelry with Shibu's Phoenix.
Oh.
So I could justify that I'm doing research for Nordic type jewelry.
Hell yeah, man. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Mars Mushrooms, what's up, man? He came here top of the show and he having you tried to say hi or something and I just kept rolling. What's up, man?
Okay, I'm all right with that. It's okay. I'm just glad to be able to see that you're going live, and I was just happened to be by the computer, so I jumped on.
Good times, man.
I love your show always, man. It's great.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, you never know who will come and what's going to happen in the show. So when I just go live, I go with the expectation of just being by myself here for an hour. I think it's the most I can push it, just blabbing over here. But there's always people like you guys to come in and say like, yeah, that might make it 2 hours now, and then we got all the characters coming in. So yeah, looking forward to who will show up today and what topics they bring to have a little bit of a fun.
I don't think you know what being by yourself means, man. I've been in this ghost town now for a couple months, and there's only 3 of us here, so it's pretty by yourself all the time.
Really?
Yeah. 400 acres, 3 people. We get visitors pretty much every day, but for the most part, it's just the 3 of us for right now.
Yeah, that's pretty well isolated then, yeah.
Well isolated. The closest town's 45 miles away. About an hour and a half by drive because of the way to get out of here.
But you talk to us weirdos on the internet, man.
On top of a hill.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be in Alaska, would you?
What's that?
Are you in Alaska by any chance?
No, I'm in Saragossa, California. It's near Death Valley.
Right.
It's 180-year-old old mining town. And silver mine. It's the largest silver mine back in the 1800s.
Yep.
You should go do archaeology and digging for precious rocks and shit like that.
Well, we pulled out. Well, I didn't. The owner pulled out about 100 kilograms of silver the other day after they melted it down. So it's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
Good. Yeah. Just take an hour or two every day and look into channels that finds the signs of the landscape on where to dig for precious rocks and shit like that, and you might get a good spot near you that you don't know.
Well, there's 40 or 50 mines, about 30 miles of um, mines underneath the town, going down about 900 feet, just 900 feet, about 1,000 feet down, but 900 as far as the elevator goes or the lift.
And you got a YouTube channel. You should throw a link in here.
I
man.
don't, but the guy who owns the place, Brett does. He has it's called Ghost Town Living, and Ghost Town Living.
And you hang out with him and stuff.
Yeah. He's a cool guy.
Nice, man.
Because there's only 3 people, you got to hang out.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to find water. That's my whole thing here. Is I'm trying to get water to the town somehow.
And we see your face in the videos.
Yeah, a couple times.
I'm on it. Oh,
most,
dude.
Most of the time he goes in those caves by himself or the mines by himself, which is dumb. I don't have the mobility that he does.
Marsh mushrooms.
Yeah.
Marsh mushrooms. 1.48 million subscribers.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's good. You should in your channel share a few stuff. You should in your channel mirror a couple stuff and tell them like, yeah, I'm gonna mirror a few of these videos. Just download them and upload them on your channel.
Yeah, I don't really do that. That's Brent, but because you can see the way I talk. But I'm more set trying to just fix the ground and fix the earth and get some water there.
Damn. I want to screen share that.
I retired 2 years ago from my regular work, and I just was bored to tears. And when I started watching him at the beginning of COVID, I was just like, "That's it, I'm moving." So I moved here about 2 months ago.
Now, disclaimer: I don't intend to do any copyright, to play any copyright, content. I'm just gonna kind of browse around the channel a little bit. I subscribed and I hit the bell to watch him on my own time. But dude, look at that.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
This is great, bro.
Yeah.
Check it out. Let me throw a link to your YouTube chat box over here, and a link in this.
And you can see how he changes, how he grows, and that's him. Yeah.
I didn't know that you were associated in with this.
I'm not. Creators. I'm just there. I'm not in any way really associated with the channel or with the thing. I'm just there to help him, any way I can.
Cool.
I actually seen these thumbnails recommendation. I think I seen this recommended to me. Turning 100 pounds of silver into a ring. Damn.
Yeah.
So that's your buddy right there. One of them.
Yeah, he's a very, very he's very much in the history. That's what got me interested in it. I'm really big in history, and some of his videos are more towards us, like how life was back in the 1800s and the people around that area, and he just has a different way of doing things, and he's not like selling advertisement or anything like that.
Right.
And it's really sad. At one point, when the one hotel burnt down, you could see it. He just collapsed, and his base started getting a hold of other people, going, "Look, man, this guy needs some help, and needs some encouragement." And there's a couple guys named Diesel Dave and Heavy D. They went up there. They're the Diesel brothers. They went up there with cement trucks and all this kind of stuff to help them help rebuild the hotel. And then I was like,
"So where are you? Where are you here? Are you in?
I'm a volunteer.
Huh?
I'm a volunteer. I'm a nobody. I'm just a volunteer. I'm here to support Brent, and that's it."
It stopped working this web page, so it's just a little bit. My scrolling thing doesn't. Stuck here.
Yeah. I'm not there to take away anything from Brent. I'm just here to help him any way I can. And again, I was bored in San Antonio. I had nothing going on, and I wanted to do something in my life. I wanted to have a purpose again. So this is what it's been for me.
Where are you? Which video are you in? I want to.
I have to look, but you might not find many of his videos. But there's a whole bunch of people who connect that come up, and I've been in a couple of theirs by accident.
Are you here in this bunch of people?
With the I was there on the day that they did the metal detecting, but most of them, I don't. He goes up by himself and just goes in, and as he goes into the mines.
Is this you with the big stash?
No, it's not.
Just asking.
I got big belly, but that's.
Oh, you are. Oh man, you might be this one.
I'm with that one there. Yeah, with definitely in there, but I'm not featured in there. I'm not there to be that kind of person. I don't care about that.
I don't know, man.
I tell you what, if you ever see a Harley shirt, I wear Harley shirts every day, so that's typically would be me with a Harley t-shirt.
That looks like a Harley symbol right here, like a Harley logo. You neither agree or disagree.
Always in shorts, even when it's snow outside.
All right. Good, man. Cool.
I'll look and see if I can find a couple actual shots there, but yeah. But he's a really just a generous guy. I mean, just genuine, very genuine, and I probably wouldn't be the same way, but I'm glad he is.
M-Stone in the chat thinks you're not in videos and you don't know him. Maybe you like his channel, but you don't know him. M-Stone says.
That's cool. Whatever.
Appreciate it, Stone. Pro responsibly. Oh man. Ghost Town living.
Yeah, I get tired of taking a shower the way you have to take a shower. So.
Oh, we got another channel, Ghost Town 2. Maybe you're here.
Yeah, that's his other channel, but I don't know why he made that one. But
do you ride bikes with them?
Nope, not yet. I would like to, but I don't do too well on two wheels. So if I can find a 3-wheeler.
Do you play with dolls?
I have been in that room, but they're freaky. So I don't get near that room that much. But I don't believe in ghosts, but I believe that there might be ghosts. Level 200, there's 30 Chinese miners that were buried there in a cave-in. And so I don't really try to go near that area either.
Good, man. Good looking up, bro.
Yeah, I don't know if that little motorcycle they posted there would do it there on the gravel and everything, because you get a kickback. But
you'd probably want a quad then, wouldn't you? You'd want a decent quad.
Yeah, or something also, because the closest town that has any kind of groceries is like 45, 50 miles up the road after you get to the road.
Yeah.
And that, I don't know, some of them, the vehicles that they have are not street legal. So it's kind of hard to go all the way to there. Yeah.
I forgot. I was gonna tell. I got a small piece of bad news to me. No bad news, sad news to me. The first Chihuahua dog that have been in my family has been my sister's dog. His name is King Kong. King Kong, very tiny, black and white Chihuahua, and she acquired him in like 2007. So he was older, he was like, I don't know, 13, 14, 15 years old. Yeah. And he died today, like an hour ago. She just called me and he passed old. He was sick. She like for 2 years, he's been really sick. And they told him like, I don't know, you should, just think about, just put him into sleep. She's like, fuck no, Oh yeah, we kept him, she kept the dog and it was sad. It's sad. She called me heartbroken. Me too. It's like a member of the family. After that dog, then it's when my wife. Then it was when we got our first Chihuahua, and we are Chihuahua people, But yeah, that's sad, man. I feel for her. I know my oldest dog. He is like 13 now. That we bought him maybe a year after she bought it. So I don't know, in 2000. I mean, somewhere around there, she bought it a long time ago. He was 14 and 15, and then our dog, I guess, is also 13 or 14, 1 year younger than hers. And he's old. My dog is old. He's hanging out in the house. So I know I just can't picture that a loss of a family member like that has been in the family for such a long time, bro.
Yes.
It's like it's a family member. So hey, yeah, sorry for my sister. My big condolences to her and shout out. Dogs are fucking.
How's your dad?
My dad is good, man. I talked to him yesterday. The 25th. What was that? The 25th. 2 days ago was his birthday. His 79th birthday. My dad. So my dad 79 on April 25th. I called him and he sounded happy, bubbly, alive, really excited. He said like I did my first, since the surgery they put the little pacemaker thing. He said I ate like crazy today. I did it. I don't know what damage I did, but I ate. It was a lot of food. My brother's in there, and my other sister in Puerto Rico, and some neighbors went to sing happy birthday. He said, I tried a little bit of everything. I know I ate a lot of salt and grease that I shouldn't, but fuck it, whatever. I go with the full belly, and he sounds
At
good,
age,
man.
he should be able to eat anything he wants at that age.
Yeah, he sounds really good, man. Happy for him.
I'm glad to hear it. That's good.
Good. All right, we got Truth Seeker and Alcage Paul. I'll give you guys the floor. If you guys have anything special to share, go for it. If I find there's a lot of silence on the off topic, I might bring it back home, but I gotta go to the bathroom and go grab a drink. So the floor is all yours, guys.
Anybody catch the launch this morning?
I missed it live. I was too busy working, and then when I looked at the screen again, I thought, "Oh shit, they've already gone." So yes, I went back and watched it. Nailed the landing out in the drone ship again.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Nine times that booster's been used.
That was, I think, that particular first stage. That might have been number 4. It was either the 3rd or the 4th time it had been used.
Like 4 times.
Yeah, because the one they used last week, I think that was launch number 12.
Right.
Oh, that's cool. So the first time I was watching a bit of it, and the first time I ever heard about the anti-gravity indicator.
Yes, the two plushies, the 2 little soft toys that they're floating around.
Yeah, in this case, I guess it was a bunny rabbit toy.
One was a monkey, and the other one was a turtle. So they're absolutely right. The turtle moves, and that was the astronaut that was sort of nearest the camera. That was tethered to his leg on the line, sort of a bit of string, 3 or 4 feet long. But yeah, that's because they're strapped down in their seats. They ain't really doing anything. And the easiest way to indicate to the cameras, because that's what it's all for. It's all publicity to show that they're in free fall, is to have a soft toy floating around.
It's kind of funny. Like the anti-gravity or the indicator is like,
yeah,
what that is? That thing floating. Okay, cool.
I mean, you can also tell anyway, because when they're not doing anything with their hands, their arms just tend to float there in front of them, because that's what happens. They don't naturally fall by your sides because you haven't got the effects of gravity to do that, and that's why they're forever. You'll see them on the ISS; they're holding their hands together in front of them, or they're trying to hang on to something. Because if you don't do anything with your hands, your arms just start floating in front of you, and apparently it's quite it can get uncomfortable and disconcerting.
When are they actually supposed to rendezvous with the ISS?
Tomorrow.
Okay.
Actually, tonight.
Tonight?
Oh, okay. Well, tonight. It's. I think it was something
Probably
like
tomorrow your time. Yeah.
Yeah, I think from launch to docking, it was going to be something like 16 to 18 hours, something like that. Because they tend to, the Russians don't tend to do it quite the same way, but the Americans, when they go up there, they tend to approach the ISS really carefully. I think the Russians do as well. They get close in a hurry and then approach carefully. I mean, whoever docks with the ISS, they do it as gently as they can. It's nothing like you see in the movies. because
Well,
they don't want to
Yeah.
give the ISS too big a nudge and upset it.
No. And their thrusters impact the ISS too.
Exactly. So the last sort of there is, I can't remember how big the zone is, but when you get to within something like 50 or 100 feet, it's very slow, very gentle, very controlled.
So are they chasing the ISS, or are they waiting for it to come to them?
They chase it. Yeah, they get up to the same orbit and then sort of chase after it because it's easy to control their approach. Because if you do it the other way around, the ISS is coming at you can be coming at you at quite a high delta V, and if you chase after it, it's easy to control. Thank you, M Stone. There's always somebody to lower the tone. Yeah.
Shout out to M Stone. Hey, I got super thanks. Yesterday, I said let me check on the monetization of my YouTube studio, and there's an option. It's called super thanks. I seen it in all the channels. So in uploaded videos, there's an option to click and support there. Man. Cool.
Oh yes, it's like a super chat, but
Like a super chat. Yeah,
but
on
you're
uploaded
not,
videos.
Yeah, on uploaded. Yeah.
On non-live videos. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Really?
So, are you close to NASA, the launch area, or can you see it from where
Nah.
you're at? No.
Over the other side.
So we got here. If I click in a video, I'm still sharing screen. I think.
Yep.
We go all down here, and there should be the thanks button.
Oh,
That
yes.
wasn't here before. And then when that is clicked, it's like, yeah, you can type a comment in there, I guess, super chat type of thing, and then that will show in the comment section. I think as an added bonus, the above public comment will be published on your behalf. I read a little bit, so the super chat will be posted in the comment section on that video as a super thanks, I guess, and then it will show in my private, super chat settings and all that kind of stuff. Really cool, man. I like it. I don't know if I'm gonna get any of those, but still, it's for option,
Oh, you never know.
Oh no. So I gotta shield that out now. If anybody is watching this recorded and you wish you watched this show live and you say, you know what, I would give Jose a $2 or $5 super chat, you can do it now on the option super thanks next to the like buttons under the video. So check underneath in the options under the title of the video, and you're gonna find a thanks button, and you can support the channel there. Boom. What is all the clicking that I hear over here? Clickety click. Okay, you're very quiet over there, man. What's up? You waiting for flat earthers to come in? You can play with them.
I bet he's having his dinner.
Well, Citizen 9 said rubber bands and sausages. I don't know if that has one thing to do with the other, but when you say dinner, the first thing I read was rubber band and sausages. Thanks, Citizen 9. Okay, enjoy those.
Oh, yeah, I am. I'm all with the sausages. Yeah, I love a good sausage, but rubber bands and sausages. Or does that mean something else? Oh God, I shudder to think.
Well, if you like sausages, you can just eat a regular sausage, or you can make it swell and bigger by wrapping a rubber band on it. Does it work like that?
I got a funny feeling that might make it very chewy. Don't really want to eat a rubber band, thank you.
It's like a watermelon, like it swells. Once you put more rubber bands, the watermelon starts like to blow up in the top till it explodes.
I'll take your
You
word
can have
for it.
ground beef like that. You put enough rubber bands in the sausage, it just bursts into like ground beef type of. Hey neighbor, good. That's the advantage of doing the show kind of in the street. You see people up and down.
Yep. I guess they're all used to it by now.
Yeah. They don't even look when I squeak it earth. the old man across the street in the other side. I don't know. I think I mentioned you. I was talking to him. And he mentioned to me. He said, like, I hear that squeak, like the rust squeaky thing. Is that little metal globe you got there in the front? I said, yeah. He said, I hear that shit. Like every time I hear that, I say, like, yeah. Well, if I look outside, he's gonna be in the computer, and exactly every time that I hear that, and I look, you're in the computer sitting there. I said, yeah. I talked to weirdos on the internet, and that's one of my niche. I got to squeak that. I say, that's cool, makes sense. What? It doesn't bother me. I say, all right, I hope it didn't, because I'm not gonna stop laughing.
Did you just call us weirdos?
I call myself weirdo too. I call talking to weirdos on the internet.
Look, we come in here and we argue with flat earthers. I think
that's how I.
Makes it weird.
Yeah. That's how do you say promote my channel? If I talk to people, I just simply go to there. I do a show, and I talk to a bunch of weirdos on the internet. Weirdos like me that we talking about all kinds of weird stuff.
Yeah, that's fair.
Stuff like what? I say, well, like the flat earth. Oh yeah, that's weird. I say, I'm telling you, we're weirdos. The plants are going good, man. The tomato plants are growing really fast. I didn't know they were so fast growers. The carrots are in second place. Let me show you in the camera. Let's see. Let me show that to the interwebs. If I can not fuck up the cable. Oh, okay. There you go. I don't know if you see them.
No.
It's like a plastic bucket I got. Yeah, I got a plant. That's I don't know how you call that. Sofrito. You buy those. This is like Spanish season in these leaves. And that one, the other plant too. So this is all edibles.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna, when they're ready, let them grow a little bit and then start replanting them so they can grow completely. I don't know in how many months I'll be eating tomatoes, carrots, and shit like that, But I'll be enjoying those.
Oh,
I hope.
No, it's good you can do that. Good that, we want to do it and you actually can do it.
Yeah, and the weather here is like warmth, and I got it right here. If they don't need direct sun, this is the place. If they need direct sun, then like next to the house, that's the place. So I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna figure out, how much sunlight they need or how much water. I still don't know a lot of this, but I'm winging it. It works. Yeah. Any of you plant stuff on your own?
No, I don't do gardening. I just maintain what's already here. I'm not green fingered at all.
I don't know. I don't know if I was or wasn't since I was a kid. I mean, I did a lot of landscape, but that have nothing to do with planting. That's got to do with getting rid of plants. Landscape.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I trim, I weed, I cut the grass. I just try to, maintain it, and that's it. I might put some more bulbs in for next year because I haven't got much left. I think the cats have sort of killed most of that off when they go in the flower bed.
Shout out to Citizen 9. I'll see you later, brother. Fun. Enjoy the rest of your day. Grow tomatoes with a couple inches of gravel on top. I had one damn plant give me over 300 tomatoes. Holy shit. Charlie Wells. Oh, man.
Yeah, I've grown quite a lot of stuff and tomatoes till at the minute I haven't actually planted anything this year, but I've got like some blueberries and raspberries growing in the garden. But yeah, I've done tomatoes, which is not an easy thing to do when you're living in Ireland. But yeah.
Yes, I can imagine.
It's been successful for me.
Tell me,
need a greenhouse though.
Tell me if this is racist. Do you grow lots of potatoes? Is that racist?
No. We take pride in our spuds.
Don't you?
And potatoes are really easy to grow anyway, so.
Yeah.
I never tried it. Now, grow organic. What the hell is organic? What the fuck is organic?
No
I should
chemicals.
know by now.
It's no chemicals. It's no artificial fertilizers, sprays, weed killers, that sort of thing.
Oh yeah, I don't do none of that shit. Yeah, just good old dirt from here.
Because obviously on a commercial scale, you know, like take for instance, I don't know, my dad who's a farmer, you know, he's got multiple acre fields with crops in, you know, the soil's not very good, so it needs fertilizer. Need to put sprays on them to kill the bugs off, and of course these are varieties of crops that have been bred to need this sort of thing.
Right.
Anyway.
Now I need to. I don't know if this is not organic anymore, but I had to buy I bought 2 bags of a potting mix. It's called. It's like to grow in dirt, and I mix that half and half with dirt from my place because when I shoveled in a little spot in the side of my house, and I shovel, I can get dirt, but it looks very sandy. So I know if being Florida, I don't know if it's mixed with some kind of sand the way they build this. So I know the dirt is not pure here. You know, it's not pure dirt; it's more sand.
You
So
might want
I
to
had
buy
to
some.
add. Yeah, I had to add some potting mix to it.
Yeah. You might have to add some of the organic compost heap, things like this to fertilize and enrich the soil, and then you can start to grow your food again organically.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying, man. Try, man.
Yeah, keep trying. You have to keep trying.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. You know, once you get that balance right, and then once you get it, you make a note of that, and then you can help others to grow. Okay.
Yeah. Here's a tip for your tomatoes, Jose. If you grow basil with them, that'll help keep off the bugs and stuff. You know.
Yeah. Basil, yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely plant, basil. I love basil. Love
They
it.
raise gardens too.
Yeah, basil. That's definitely a nice healthy medicine there for you. Basil, beautiful.
All right, I gotta step AFK for 2 minutes. I'll be back.
Okay. So it's all green fingers today, it sounds like. Or as they say in the US, green thumb. Really bad grammar there. Don't know any gardener who uses his thumb only. Oh, there you go. Who am I?
My thumb is quite the opposite. What's the opposite color of green? I think that's where my thumb is. Yep.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I'll leave all of that sort of thing to my dad and my brother.
Hey? My word.
Who's he talking to now?
I don't know.
Oh no, it's Jin. He just rambles on.
Gummy bear. Who let him in here?
Bizarre.
Yeah. Hang around, eh? My word.
I'm going later this year to see that band that I posted, Heilung. That's also sort of Norse style.
Oh yeah.
I've actually been getting into music like that lately.
Oh really? I wish I could post you somewhere. Yes.
Daily Boom. I actually found one band like that. I found that other band when my father died. The same week.
Yeah, wish they'd ban you. Wish they'd ban you, Gummy. Bang your ass from here.
What are you on about, Jin?
You know what I'm on about, Gummy Bear. You deserve to be banned from everywhere.
Gummy Bear? I'm not.
You're decimating
Gummy Bear.
Who's Gummy Bear?
Oh, sorry, I put it. You sound like Gummy. Sorry, I've got the wrong person.
No. I'm totally not Gummy.
Yeah.
My apologies. Anyway, I know who you are. You still deserve to be banned. You sound like Gummy. That's
cool.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, right. So you just come in and start sort of having a go at people. Fair enough.
Absolutely, swinging my flat Earth
Yeah, I
truncheon.
mean, meanwhile, we're trying to have a
Swinging
discussion
my
and then
flat
you're going
Earth
off on some
truncheon
random.
across your little heads, trying to flatten your heads, flattening the curves on your heads. Yes, of course.
What a twat.
Exactly.
I would rather sometimes actually talk about some other things as well.
Yeah. There is more to life than the ridiculousness of flat Earth. Bizarrely enough.
Really now?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll have to. Go on.
Might actually be refreshing. For example, we could talk about Japan and stuff like that.
Yes, we could.
Or is that a sacrificing of the flat Earth truth, and you won't be up for that?
No, the Earth is flat here in Japan as well. Of course it is. And last year, August, 3 new books were published. Flat Earth books, that is. Yeah, they're very intelligent race.
3? As many as that? I read more than that in a week.
As many as that published.
How can any Japanese person actually go for flat Earth? Because I think Japanese have a pretty. There is a pretty strong argument against flat Earth from the Japanese point of view.
No, not at all. You know what?
Yes.
Once it's put to them, they instantly go moon landings, and then you say to them that was a hoax. It can never happen. Oh, was that a deception? Yes, it was. They went 6 times. 6 times. But they only thought they went once. No, 6 times. Then they begin to see something's wrong there, and they soon change their minds and realize that they've been deceived. That's been my experience with the Japanese.
Yeah, but they haven't realized what the strong argument there is from the Japanese language. You know that the Japanese language has these things called measure words, right?
Yeah.
So, for example, when you buy one ticket, you use a measure word for flat objects.
Yes, ichimai, nanmai toka, itotsu, ikko toka. Yeah. So you got ichimai means for flat things, then ikko for round things, hitotsu for square objects. Iro. Yeah, there's many.
Yes.
There's many. Yeah.
So
Can I do a quick comment?
Measure word?
Quick comment in between right here.
Yep, sure.
To M Stone, I want to appreciate M Stone. He actually sent me like $5 on PayPal. Thank you very much, M Stone. I appreciate the support, brother. Good looking out. Thanks for the laughs. 07 or 07, something like that. Little logo at the end. Thanks for the laugh from M Stone. Shout out to you. Thank you very much. Go ahead, Larry, man.
Yeah. So, what measure word do the Japanese use for the Earth? If you say one Earth.
I know. Chikyu wa kyudai. That's all I know. Wakse. Hitotsu no wakse. Wakse means planet, but we're not a planet, really.
So they don't. Yes. So they don't use the measure word for flat objects. Therefore, not flat Earth.
Oh, come on. Yeah. Very good, but no. Yeah, they say Chikyu wa kyudai kedo, but when I explain it to them now, Chikyu wa taira, flat, they say, really? I said, yeah, well, kyokurutsu mite koto aru? Have you seen the curvature of the Earth anywhere? And then they go silent. Yeah, I love that. That silence is what I love. It should be, yes, of course. It should be, yes, of course I've seen curvature, but no, there's silence. Whilst they think over where they saw curvature last.
No, they can't believe what they just heard you say. That's what the silence usually is.
And then I prompt them. I have to prompt them. I say, umi no tokoro at the seaside, taman yama no ue, top of a mountain, chihei-sen, mite koto the horizon. And they said, taira desu ne. They said, it's flat, isn't it? I said, it is, you see. Right, now you're getting it. Yeah, you see. But that silence gets me. I just love it.
I think they're just humoring you, dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, wishful thinking.
It's just Japanese politeness. And if you're the sensei, they don't dare to say that sensei, you're wrong.
Actually, when you start to talk like that in their language, they know you're a learned person. So they give you more respect.
People with the ISS all the time, don't they?
Japanese, you're not a learned person.
I'm a learned individual, right? They think that because I've taken the
Japanese.
time. I've taken the
Little,
time to
little
learn their
Japanese
language.
children speak Japanese
not-
too. You know that, Chen?
But not only that, but I'm
And
a
they're not
gaijin.
drunk.
I'm a gaijin, so I'm a foreigner in their country. And the fact that I'm talking about the earth in such a manner, which they have now missed the clues themselves, shocks them, and then they just give me nothing but respect.
I have to
In
apologize,
accepting
Gene.
my
I haven't watched that documentary yet. I couldn't. I was really busy.
I know you haven't. I know you haven't.
But I got it saved. I got it saved to watch later.
That's okay. That's okay, my fellow flat earther. I know. Flat earther gonna be, that is. I know. Don't worry. Take as long as you like. You're a flat earther in denial. So don't worry. That video is to help you to understand that the professionals are telling you your globe cannot exist because our equipment wouldn't work on it. Lovely.
I wanna be a flat earther, and I'm a flat earther in heart, but unfortunately, I mean, the earth is not flat. You know, it's just kind of the only key. I want to be a flat earther. I am a flat earther in heart, but it's just not it.
You're a flat earther in denial because you were a flat earther before. I don't know what happened. You know, somehow somebody must have raped you with the globe or something, and now you're traumatized at the moment. So I'm trying to help you back to the flat earth truth, of course. That's why I say you're a flat earther in the making. You're a flat earther gonna be. In fact, you're a flat earther in denial at the moment. Yes. Yes, sir. Listen to that silence, look. They're all thinking about it. Yeah, I mean, why am I a glober? I have to see
Or thinking how fucking mad you are.
Why am
This
I a
actually-
globehead? Why am
This
I a
actually
globehead?
is a perfect. This actually is a perfect example of, because earlier you were saying that, oh yes, the Japanese are silent, they are all thinking, and they are revering. Well, now you're saying the same thing of us, and none of us were actually doing it. All of us were just silently listening to your silliness. So I'm believing that's the same case with the Japanese. They are not listening to you with reverence. They are listening to you baffled, like, what is this guy on about? He's crazy.
I had finished speaking, and then you guys were silent, thinking, yes, why am I hanging on to this ball?
No, we weren't. Don't tell us what we were thinking.
Jin's got
because
something
You're wrong.
there.
Right?
Jin's
You guys lot more like chemo every day.
Yeah,
Well,
he does.
yeah. I, for one, I really appreciate Jen coming in here to tell me what the fuck I'm thinking. Thank you, Jen.
Yes, you don't have to think for yourself because you can't anyway, so I'm helping you along.
Shit.
You know, I am the oil in your brain to help you think the right way.
Just
There you go.
spews uncontrollably out of his mouth. It should be coming out of his ass, but you know, it comes out of his mouth instead.
Yeah,
That's what that stuff was. Hang on, that was the brown stuff coming out of your mouth.
Blow it
Go
out
get
your
yourself
ass.
Go get yourself a nappy wipe. You know, those diaper nappy wipes and wipe
There
up.
we go.
It's all
There
coming
we
out
go.
again. You know, coming out of your orifice there. Get it
Yeah,
sick.
yeah.
And by
I'm
the way,
not, but you are. Is that as good as you can do?
Your mouthwash ain't making it as well. I understand. So get that sorted as well. Terrible.
Sometimes my brain works. My brain works faster than my mouth, like Elon Musk, and I just want to say too many things, but I just get stuck when I want to say something. I got too much brain power.
This is true.
You can tell he's the cunt because he looks like one.
Charming.
Yes.
Very.
Charming it is. Flat Earth is charming. Flat Earth is the light. Flat Earth is the light. Flat Earth is the way. Flat Earth is ecstasy.
Which drugs is this insane fuckwit on?
I don't know.
What's your best proof, Jen? Prove it to us. Prove us.
Lack
prove
of curvature is my best proof. Lack of actual rotation.
That's not a positive. Yeah, that's not proof. Blue, hold on, guys. Hold on, Jin. Jin, 1 second. I want to do this official. I want to do this more of a. Let's try to keep it in the download. Let's not make it a shit show like we had 2 days ago. Big Blue, I like that question, but I think the first thing that he mentioned is not a positive evidence, positive claim. You want to try again? So we're gonna take turns. We're gonna have Blue with comments. Jin, I'm still talking. we're gonna have Blue with some comment or questions, and then you want to address directly his comment or question, and then we go back to him. So we're not gonna hog the microphone for minutes long. We're gonna just go back and forward. You and Blue for a little bit, right?
I'd like some positive proof of some measurements of some sort. Show me something that tells me the Earth is flat. Where
Well,
is
we can see it long distance observations. We have this Guinness Book of Records of mountains seen at 273 miles, I do believe, and the distance between those, the observer's point and the mountain range, there should have been 9.5 miles of curvature, which was missing. Okay, there's one. You know, it's in the Guinness Book of Records. Plus, we have one here in France.
On a curved Earth, Guinness.
Mars, hold on. Let him talk to Blue and Jean for a few minutes. Let's all just hold back, please, everybody patient. Let's hold back and let Blue talk to Jean for a few minutes.
Yeah, I do apologize for that. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's a record in the Guinness Book of Records for a long distance photograph. It has nothing to do with the shape of the Earth. The guy that took the photograph was, as I recall it, 11 or 12,000 feet. It absolutely makes perfect sense when you plug the numbers in. Consider that the altitude that the camera was at and the distance to the object. Yeah, he should have seen it. Usually you can't because there is so much atmosphere in the way.
No.
Yeah.
Even at that altitude, the Earth's curvature should have been in the way. There should have been a massive 9.5 mile hump there, but it was not it was totally not there. We shouldn't be seeing that if the Earth is indeed of the dimensions that we're given, which is, what is it? 24,901 miles. 901 miles in circumference with a radius of 3959. Okay, so with that given to us, we shouldn't be seeing those at that distance. Things, the Earth's curvature should most certainly be in the way.
I think it's a mile and a half.
Hold on, Brian. A few more minutes. Blue and Jean, a couple more, back and forward, because, and then we'll switch.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Go on then, Blue. Go on. What have you got, Blue? You got nothing, Blue. You got nothing. Go on, Blue.
You're just going to insult me now. Okay. I plugged all those numbers in when all that came out, and that photograph has been debunked many times as a proof of flat Earth. It's a beautiful photograph, but it doesn't prove the Earth is flat. It proves that you see exactly what you should see over that distance from that altitude. Now, you can say what you like. Get the damn numbers out and show it to us.
The numbers are there. I gave you the numbers, giving you the distance. 273 miles. Using the Pythagorean theorem, even at that altitude, there should have been at least 9 miles of curvature. That's not there. And that's your problem. Anyway, another proof is the Black Swan. We have the Black Swan, where we have these 2 oil rigs that are well beyond your geometric horizon, because at the photograph that I have, the observer height was at 8 feet. Now, at 8 feet, your geometric horizon should be no more than 3.46 miles. But yet, we see an oil rig beyond that at 6 miles, and beyond that oil rig at 10 miles. And then beyond that is the horizon. And at 29 miles away from the 8-foot observer is an island. So, where is your geometric horizon, sir? Say again, where is it?
But quoting BMLSB69, who made that video, on most days you can't see that. You don't see that. And he shows you in his original video what you normally see, which is the horizon blocking about 17 feet of the near oil rig. I forget the name of that one. And 40 or 50 feet of the far one.
Sorry, the target hidden 3 miles. The target hidden 3 miles, according to the Earth Curve Calculator.
Thank you for butting in, Brian. Now, my question to you in that particular instance is, number one, the Black Swan it was an absolute disaster for you guys. You guys mixed up geometric horizon and the apparent refracted horizon. The Black Swan was null and void from the beginning. But tell me this: on a flat Earth, how does the horizon ever appear in front of any object? You got an answer for that one?
It never happens unless you're looking at a wave momentarily but I've never seen the horizon in front of an object. No, I've never.
Everybody else says, buddy.
Never
You may be
experienced
the only
that.
person on the planet that hadn't seen that.
We don't live on a planet,
Yes.
sir. That's not been proven, sir. That's
Yes, sir, it has.
delusional talk. We do not live
Yes,
on a
it has,
planet,
sir.
sir.
You most
We don't
certainly
live
do.
on a planet, sir. We don't look at stars
I got a picture of it, buddy.
Presume. Yeah, you got a photographic trickery picture of it.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. I'm trying
Prove
to
it.
find my image
Prove it.
anyway. Hang on a
Prove it,
second.
buddy.
Let me give you the image of
All
my.
right. And while you look the image, while you look for the image, Blue, go ahead. Yeah.
I'm going to do something here for a second. Let somebody else take a crack at him.
Yep. Bust.
I just wanted to say, y'all were talking about putting the numbers in.
The CBR rolled on. Next. Roll up.
Hold on, Jane, you cannot hog the microphone like that. We got a lot of people here, and Brian started speaking when you interrupted him, man.
Sensei.
Jane, Brian started speaking and you interrupted him. Let's have a little more respect when you're not talking specifically for a point, question, answers, and back and forth. Try to mute yourself and allow others to speak. Brian Leake, go ahead.
I just wanted to back you up, Jim. It's y'all was talking about the numbers. Y'all both said something different, so I put it in the earth curve calculator. I put a height of 2 miles. I'm not sure how high you had said, but over that distance, there's.
Thank you, Brian, my man.
Over that distance, there should be 3,000. 3 miles of over 15,000 feet. So that's around 3 miles of blockage, and it's not even near the horizon really in that picture. It's a good bit in front of the horizon. That's definitely not globe Earth proof.
Jose, is it all right if I speak for a sec?
Yeah. Let me end up with this. I'll make it quick. I thought they said if we get up higher, we eliminate the refraction from viewing up higher above the water or the land. And that's pretty high, 2 miles, and yet we're seeing something that's supposed to be hidden by 3 miles of Earth curve. That's suspicious at least.
Yeah.
If I can just for a second, I'm busy, so I'm going to mute myself in a second. I just wanted to ask one question, if that's okay, if you don't mind, Blue. Could Jin please provide us with the mathematical equation or theorem or whatever else you want to call it that you use to calculate the distance to the horizon on a flat Earth?
Well, that would be 8 inches per mile square. That's what that is.
No,
So
that is the estimation for drop on a curved Earth. A curved Earth. That's for a curved Earth. I've asked you for a flat Earth.
That's what we use.
Listen, man, stop talking
That's
and
what
listen.
we use.
Flat, not curved, flat.
That's
what is
what
the
we
distance
use, sir.
to the horizon?
That
How
is
is it
what we
calculated?
use, sir.
Well, you're an idiot because that's for a globe Earth. Well done.
Just use
That is exactly what we use.
You just use the
Very well.
tangent formula, or you can use the tangent formula, or just do 1.22 times the square root of the observer's height in feet. Is a lot easier. That's a good
There
approximation.
you go.
That is
There
the
you
curved
go.
Earth.
Yeah.
I've
We
asked
don't
you for
have any
flat Earth, and
curves.
you're giving me stuff that's related.
Yeah, no,
to the
yeah,
globe.
that's for the curve. That's for globe calculation. I thought that's what you was asking for. Sorry.
No, Brian, I'm specifically asking for how you would calculate the horizon distance on a flat Earth.
Well, we can't calculate the horizon distance because it's not a location that you can calculate to as such. But they say that the human eye can see as far as 3 miles when you look across the ocean. It's what they say, okay? But to actually calculate the horizon, that's an optical illusion. How can you calculate that? That's silly.
Well,
Let's be serious here, folks.
you're totally contradicting yourself
Unless
because you're
you have-
telling
sorry-
me that it
sorry
can
to
be
interrupt.
calculated while saying it can't be calculated.
Sorry to
It's
interrupt
so
you.
stupid.
Unless you have land markers, distance markers like lighthouses or oil rigs, then you can count the distance to those, measure the distance to those, calculate the distance, and there you are. And that's how you know that the Earth is not going. So let's not be silly here, son. And let me post you this chart.
Let's not be silly. Have you heard yourself? This is ridiculous.
You should listen to yourself. You sound ridiculous. Have you heard yourself? Jimmy. Have a
You're
listen to
literally,
You literally can't speak.
Talking yourself.
Jin, stop doing that.
You're sitting saying that you can use calculations to the horizon to demonstrate that the Earth isn't curved by using curve calculators, then saying you can't calculate the distance to the horizon because it's not a real thing.
Well, we
you
should
can't
be able
have
to
it both ways, Jin.
We can actually. Actually, we're going to have it both ways. I'm going to have my cake and your cake and stuff it down my mouth because we should be able to calculate the curvature. It should be dropping. It's not dropping. And if it's not dropping, it's level. Okay? Thank you.
All right, guys.
I'm going to go with that. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I'll pass over back to.
All right, yeah, we go back to Blue because he's screen sharing and you're being shared to the YouTube universe, Blue.
Yeah, I just want Jim to give me the numbers again. 275 miles target distance, right? I know the observer height was up around 11,000 feet. How high was the mountain?
Well, I don't know about that. Let me just clarify the actual altitude.
Wait a minute. You quoted this as proof, okay? I want to know some details about it. What was the name of the mountain? We can look it up.
Well, I'm going to post the actual image for you. Then you can.
It's a lighthouse. It's not a mountain. It's a lighthouse, Blue. It's not a mountain.
Oh, it's a lighthouse.
The world record is to a mountain, Brian. 275.
No, it's from a mountain to a lighthouse.
Okay, it's Peak de
Just allow me a couple of minutes, a couple of seconds to get this.
It's about 9,000. Can you shut up, Jin? It's about 9,200 feet high. They don't say where he was.
Right, let me actually get the. Well, you got 9,000. So there you go. Drop the 11.
272.
Wait, so you're saying all you're seeing is the tippity tip of a mountain? I thought it was to a lighthouse. Okay, that's what they show in the picture for the record.
They said the mountain's high.
No, they don't, but you can find it in Wikipedia.
Just checking my collection.
That would make a difference. That would make a difference. So I will admit that the height of the target should make a difference because the curve calculator I put it in I just based it on 10,000 feet observer height, which sounds like it's a little more than that, and I based it on 275 mile length. But that's like the distance to the horizon. So I guess the 3 miles is basing that on something that should be on the ground. But I'm gonna try and look up the height of that lighthouse that they're talking about, because we do need to figure that in. That's gonna make a difference.
That world record photograph was not of a lighthouse from 275 miles.
Okay, I've posted the image in 2 places on this server: Flat Earth and what's it? Unlimited. Daily Boom. Images uncensored images or whatever. Okay. Locations that I posted this image.
Yeah, we got you. You can actually stop talking sometimes, you know.
Yeah, thank you. All right, Blue. Thank you for sharing that, Blue.
And there you have it.
It seems that the best attempt at the moment is the fact that we're limited to seeing a certain distance.
So there you
always
have
look
it,
at everything
gentlemen.
backwards as a flat earther.
You have the image, and it's telling you that the curvature is not there. We shouldn't be seeing over those great distances. And that's for the black swan. I posted the black swan image there as well. 8 feet, beautiful across. There's no obstacles in your way there. You can't even call refraction. Nice day, early in the morning. Beautiful. 8 foot observation height of 8 feet.
There's a fuck ton of refraction in the black swan. That's the only reason anything's happening
look at
in
the
that
one
image.
I posted. Look at the picture that I posted. There's none. There's not a ton. Courtesy of Ranty via Mark Sargent to me. There it is. Thank you. Okay. Can't claim back refraction on that one, mate.
Yes, you can, because there is.
No, there isn't any.
No, well, you just pretend it's not there, because that's all flat Earth is. It's pretend.
You can see everything. You can see everything.
You just pretend and make shit up. And
no, the thing about it is, Jen, that people who actually, pay attention to their surroundings and do observations and stuff like that know how bullshit you're.
Yeah.
No, you obviously don't, because you wouldn't be claiming there was no refraction in a situation where it's a rare thing to see that much. Because normal observation conditions wouldn't show you it. It's behind the horizon.
As he pointed out in the original
Stop making
video.
excuses. You sound like a moaning mini miner, mate. No, you're moaning there, man. It's a fact that we see over great distances on a daily basis. On a daily basis. It's not rare at all.
You're contradicting what the maker of that video stated. You are completely contradicting.
Not the video that I'm going to post you. No, you're wrong again.
Where they got the black swan from? He actually said no. This is what you see most of the time, and he showed it a very clear view. The rig's obstructed, a clean horizon line. That's what you normally see. He said that.
A lot of people, hold on, let me say something. A lot of people like you, Gene. A lot of people like you haven't even seen that video, the original video where that came from.
I have seen the original one.
Hold on, can I speak without interruption? Please, give me 30 seconds.
Sorry, go ahead.
A lot of people, like probably Gene, maybe haven't even seen the original video. I say maybe, and let me finish, and I say why. Because the video is in question is unlisted very early, when he re-uploaded the video, deleting a lot of stuff and changing the text in the screen. So the video that most of the flat earthers watched is the ones that are in BMLS 69 channel now. The video in question is not in his channel now because it's unlisted. Unless you have access to that unlisted video, you have or you have not seen that original video.
Yeah, I saw it 3 years ago. I saw it three years ago when the topic was in causing a storm in all the servers, including yours as well. So I saw it 3 years ago, but I'm offering you one that's totally different, taken from a different angle, 8 foot high, from inside of a balcony of a restaurant. The promenade of a restaurant there, looking out. I've actually sent you the video. So
do you have any data? So what are the numbers in this video? Without looking at the video, if you tell me if it's something that I'm gonna say like, wow, I gotta watch this. Give me the heights, the distances, and what is expected to see or not to see. Explain to me the video, and then we'll play it. Go ahead.
What, this video that I just sent you? My video that I just sent. Are you talking about that?
You posted a video. You posted a video.
Yes, the video
what is the data?
posted.
What is going on in the video? Explain it to me.
Yeah, the video is showing you. That tells you the time of the morning it was taken, okay, which is around 6 o'clock, thereabouts. The height of the observer, which is 8 feet, and then it's looking across the ocean there, right? And it's saying to you that this wouldn't be possible.
What distance? What distance? What distance?
Well, you've got 10. It's in the image that I posted. 6 miles.
No, but you posted a video. What distances are in this video? Go ahead.
Well, it's the same as the actual image.
Tell me. Tell us.
Well, look, it doesn't actually give you the actual long distance, okay? It tells you that the oil rig, one's at 6 miles, the other one is at 10 miles, okay? There's an island beyond that's at 29 miles. Doesn't mention that, okay? The video is 5 minutes long, by the way. 5 minutes, that's all it is.
And how could you verify the height of the observer, the time, and the distances of this object?
It's all in the video.
My question is, how did you verify this, and how can you verify it?
Yeah, they used Google Earth to verify it in front of your eyeballs.
Somebody did it, and you just took their word for it. Tell me, and we'll move on.
They used Google Earth, so you can actually.
And you trust that these people, gave you the correct information data. Just tell me yes, and we'll move on.
Yeah, I trust the very, very original video that I saw 3 years ago. I trusted that, and I trust this one as well implicitly. Yes.
All right. Thank you very much.
I've checked it myself. I've actually checked it myself as well.
Can I just point out that this video you posted for Mark Sargent, they're using, of course, the Earth curve calculator that doesn't allow for refraction.
it's still BS because we can still see it. So fuck refraction.
No, it's BS because they're not allowing for refraction, so they're pretending we have no
BS at all. I do pity you there because, like I've said,
I really couldn't give a shit.
If you're only complaining about the refraction, the oil rigs are not refracting. The oil rigs,
they are.
And hang on, let me finish. And as I was in the military myself, I know, given the correct weapon, I could knock out whether it's refracting or foggy, rainy, fog. I'll take out those two oil rigs.
We're going with
without
storytelling. Is this storytelling time now? Jen, this is storytelling. It has nothing to do with the topic.
No, he just wants to talk.
No. I'm telling you what. I'm telling you what expertise.
This is hearsay. This is hearsay, Jen.
It's not hearsay. It's not hearsay.
Jen, you are saying it, and it's you saying it. It's your word. It's hearsay. It's hearsay, Jane.
Allow me to clarify.
We need information. We need data. We need something to present, not only hearsay.
Yeah, the information is there in what I'm saying to you is that even on a foggy day, I could still knock out those oil rigs, and I shouldn't be able to.
This is hearsay. This is you saying. This is you saying this.
Yeah, okay. It's fine. I'm saying this, and I'm standing by what I'm
saying.
Jen,
how do you know?
There's nothing to say, Jen. They're not going to acknowledge it, Jen.
How do you know that?
I know, but I'm saying it anyway. I'm shoving
you know, but how?
I'm shoving it in your faces anyway. There you go.
Yes, you are shoving it, but how do you know that? Go ahead, Al.
Sorry, just because it speaks to the point he's making. Somebody has posted both images from the original BMLS B69 video. Can Jose share them or make sure that Jin can actually see them somehow?
I've seen them.
And have him tell us which one of those images is the one where he could knock out the rigs?
That is a wave. One of them is just a wave.
The robot.
Oh God, he's now blaming it on the waves. Fuck's sake.
I'm about to post a video of Jose from a regular
did he just claim the station
that he went to? Where he shows this wave that comes in, once a day or something with tide, and he's 15 foot or approximately 15 foot, and the wave's just close to the horizon, a few miles away, and it's blocking a fucking lighthouse in the background, and it's below his line of sight too. So this is
a 15-foot wave will only block anything up to 15 foot in height.
Yeah, that's what they say in the video, and Jose proves it wrong. So I'm gonna post the video.
Jose has evidence now.
Whether it proves anything or not, I'll leave that up to the viewer. But this.
I want to see that. I lost that video in the main channel, bro. I might have the original one. I might have the original one in an SD card.
Yeah, he deleted it. That's what he did. It was too incriminating.
I did. My channel was lost with thousands of videos, thousands of hours. A lot I lost in that channel. I didn't delete that video. I lost the channel.
Yeah, that's right.
That is a shame. Yeah, that is a shame. That's a crime, isn't it? Crime.
It is. It was a crime. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yet you just said it was Jose deliberately deleting stuff. So
Well, I mean that is his MO.
Is it really? Is it really, Jim?
Did you know what? So that was my MO, and that loss of the channel almost got me evicted from my place because I was waiting for a few $100s to complete rent, and I was unable to pay it because I lost my channel. Yeah. That's my MO. I just deleted it.
That's why it's a crime, because people's livelihoods are based on those channels, and they shut them down. They should be sued for doing that. They're wrecking people's lives. YouTube.
But you just accused Jose of actually deliberately doing it himself.
It's the MO of a Glober. That's the MO of a Glober.
You see, you can't help yourself, can you?
Of course. I stand up loud and proud. That's true. Okay, we flat earthers.
All right, Gene. Hold on, guys. Brian, I'm about to play this in the background. Blue, go ahead.
Can you play the volume to it? It's your chance. We're not gonna get
hold on, Brian. Let's hear Blue.
So just take a second. I want to go back to Jen's original claim. That world record photograph you're talking about was made from a mountain that is 12,000 feet tall. I remember the photographer being at about 11,000. But just to give him the benefit of the doubt, I'll say the photographer was at 10,000 feet. The mountain he was observing is 12,687 feet. 273 miles away. 11,522 feet are hidden. 1,164 feet should have been visible. That's using standard refraction, sir. You don't know what you're talking about.
So no, you don't even we don't even need to include the refraction.
All right, Dean, we might go back to this now. I am sharing the screen with a clip. I'm going to play it 1.25 speed, slightly faster. I'm sharing the screen, so please, if you guys want to check it out, let me copy the link. If you cannot see my screen share, then click on the video that I just reposted on the Daily Boom on Sensor. I'm going to play this completely. Please try not to interrupt. It's a little over 4 minutes. It's 4 minutes, 20 seconds. So I'm going to play it in 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
So if you're asking how much of the object behind it is hiding, yes, the closer object is always hiding more of the object behind than its height, right? 1 meter high object will hide 2 meters of the object behind at twice the distance, right?
Not if you're above it on a flat surface.
So wait, that's the distinction I'm trying to point out. One distinction is angular height, right? The vertical angular size, and how many meters that translates to. That's correct. However, objects which are in your line of sight are always in your line of sight.
So this object here, if you're above it, it can never ever obscure anything greater than its height. If you're above it, no matter how far or how close it is, or how far away it is, it can never ever obscure more than the height of the object. If you're above it, that's why I was very keen on asking.
Now do this same diagram, but more acute. So this camera high, put it. Let me find this part.
Right, we've just seen that lighthouse. About a third of it just disappeared. Did you see that wave that just hit that lighthouse? You just had it, Jose. There was a lighthouse, or I don't know, a thing sticking up. See there. See, watch the wave come in front of it in a sec.
I'm maximizing. Hold on.
Yeah, before.
You just take a little second.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Looks.
I'm gonna go back and forth, left and right, a few times.
Yeah.
So just hang in there. Just tell me. I'm still setting up.
Okay.
So you tell me this boat is not missing more than whatever this is, 5 foot?
No, it is missing more because the Earth is curved.
But this boat is not, dude, this boat is not far enough. This boat might be maybe 2 miles away, bro. And I'm higher than that. I'm like 15 foot high, bro. I'm a lot higher than the wave, and it's not 5 foot missing. It's a lot more, and it's gonna get better.
Well, because
it's gonna block.
Well,
the
drop
whole
a
thing.
2 mile.
Well, make more excuses. Go on.
No, this is not more than 2-3 miles, and I'm a lot higher than 6 foot over the water, Rumpus. So the horizon, that boat is not behind the horizon, and this wave is, I say, 5 foot, exaggerating. It might be 3 foot. It's going to block a lot. I mean, it's going to kind of a second wave, and then on another boat, it's going to be blocked a lot. So that's what I'm saying. Like visually, on orthographic view, you got a point, Rumpus. But when you look in through a first-person point of view, I give this to Ranty, for example. He's got. I mean, it's here visual. Look at this boat. How much is going to be hidden by this wave in a minute?
Well, so you're saying exactly what we're saying, which is on a curved surface, it would do that because the line to the boat is underneath your line of sight.
Yeah, but this is on a flat surface and it's just got a tidal influx.
It's not a flat surface on the sea.
That boat is not far enough to be behind the curve. This boat is not behind the curve because I'm a lot higher than the horizon should dictate for this boat to be behind it. If you know what I mean.
Right, you think that's only...
Oh, it froze. I hope I didn't lose.
You think that's 2 miles away?
Yeah, Jose films it a lot, so he kind of knows his location.
Right, that's gone. That building's gone, isn't it? And that building's must have at least one story on it. Yeah. I don't know how big those waves are, but they don't look huge.
No, they're not huge. They're I say exaggerated 5 foot, but they're like 3 or 4 feet. You know.
Yeah, they seem to be obscuring quite a bit. And as I say, there was a lighthouse there that seemed to vanish.
And it's the first time that I caught this one. It's kind of a tidal board thing. I heard somebody told me it happens once a day, but I'm not wrong. Right.
I need to go and film some stuff over some water, I think, to see these effects because it worries me. It does. I know I've seen the orthographic view. I really want to see some waves and whether they do obscure more.
It's interesting, Toddy, right? I mean, you see the
it really
footage.
does look like it does obscure more. I know exactly. It really worries me.
Yeah. There you go now, because Brian shared this link and this was another video. Brian, your thoughts? They're watching. We just finished playing. I'm just finished playing it in 1.25 speed. Brian Liga here. We're here.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, there's examples of this. I know it's not intuitive, to be able to see below line of sight for something to block something. But in reality, the horizon is not even using the horizon in that video. That's using a wave before the horizon. But anything out toward the horizon is going to be compressed toward our line of sight. And when we look out deep, when we look out long distances, you can't see the individual waves. They're just not there. You get close to them, you'll see them, but over long distances, they just kind of merge together, whatever. Nobody would argue that you can't see individual waves over long distances. I guess it could be the angle or whatever, but that shit happens in real life. That's a good example. That's, what do you call it? Evidence from your opposition, like I forgot what it's called, but competitive something or hostile witness.
We got Patio Furniture say that the video proved nothing more than ocean has waves.
Yeah, I ain't trying to say that. I'm not trying to use it as an end-all proof, but when they say that waves below eye height can't block objects, I can give you plenty of examples, but there's one from somebody they trust, I suspect. And I suspect they trust you, It does happen.
Good times. Chris Berry say that if we are patient enough, he can give like a 5 to 10 minute presentation. Are we ready for a Chris Berry? I can give Chris Berry 5 or 10 minutes to do a small presentation. Yeah. Come on, Chris. So everybody else here in the panel, be patient. We'll give, when Chris Berry joins, we give him 5 to 10 minutes, and then we'll open again the panel for questions, comments, and concerns. And everybody watching, if you haven't hit the thumbs up, there's 51 people watching. Click that like, guys. It's the easy way to support the channel. Also, share the show. And there's a super chat feature. I haven't got any super chats today. I got like $5 on PayPal earlier by M-Stone, so I appreciate that. If anybody want to support, hit me up. And here is Chris Berry. You can take the floor. And if you want to share screen, we'll share that for YouTube.
All right, cool. I was going to do this one-on-one with Stingray, but I haven't been able to get a hold of him. I got a hold of him, but not in the same time frame or whatever. So let me think about how I want to do this. I'm going to close that. All right, so let me screen share. Screen one.
Yeah, once you screen share, I'll share that for YouTube.
Okay, so I'm screen sharing my Google Chrome. I'm going to go up here to YouTube. Go to...
You're up. We see what you see.
All right, so I'm on my channel on YouTube. I'm going to videos. Where's my... Okay. All right. This is about the magnification topic.
Let the people over here on Discord know, if you want to watch what Chris Berry is sharing in real time, you must click on his name and watch the stream that he's sharing for YouTube. If you watch it on YouTube, you will see a 30-second behind. Go ahead, Chris. The floor is yours.
Thanks. No problem. So this is about the magnification topic. I do believe magnification is a real thing in the atmosphere. I created a video on it a while back, and I went and reviewed that video. So I want to go over how I found these pictures and the sources that they're from. I try and post the sources in my descriptions of my videos when they're not mine, right? Which is a lot of the case, right? A lot of times you use other people's videos. So this was a video I posted in 2019 called Flat Earth Magnification Due to Refraction, Is It Real? And I kept the links to these images. Two of the images that I got were from Metabunk. Okay, this is Mick West's website. Now, as I scroll down, scroll, I was looking at this. I honestly can't even tell you how I came across this or what I was looking for, but I found it. So I came across this picture. Okay. So this guy named Hink001, don't know who that is, on 2017, May 3rd, 2017, said two photographs of a wind farm in the North Sea with windmills at a distance between 36 and 45 kilometers. First made while standing on the beach. Second photo while standing on a 24-meter high dune. Okay, let's see, 24 meter feet. I don't know what that is. 78 feet. Okay, so 78 feet high dune. Also notice the buoy that shows that you can see further away when your standpoint is higher. Okay, and you can see the windmills. We've seen this from like Rumpus I think they're from Alkaid, but Rumpus uses them a lot. And so it looks like you're getting a lot of cutoff right from something. Okay, let's just say from something. Now this is the first photo. This is at. He doesn't say the height, but it's ground level. He's just standing. Let's say this could be 6 feet, right, to 10 feet, or 6 meters to 10 meters, whatever he is, or 6 feet to 10 feet. I'll say, and the other one I'll just convert it 24 meters, 78 feet. Is this one? Okay. So as he says, you can see the buoy here, and then the windmills. So I was looking at these photos and I was like, what? Something's standing out to me. What is it? Oh, and by the way, he says same distance, same zoom. Okay. So that's a big factor, right? Because if you have a different zoom, then yes, the angular sizes of things will change, etc. This is what caught my attention when he said same distance, same zoom. This really blew me away. Because as you can see, the size of the buoys are different, even though it's the same buoy. And the size, now this is the most important, this is the most obvious. Same windmills, right? He didn't move laterally, he went up 24 meters. Same windmill farm. The size of the windmills are drastically different, okay? So I'm gonna open a paint. Can you see the paint? I guess it's, or no, hold on, I did a tab. I only shared the tab. Let me do the entire screen there. Okay, so now when I bring up paint, hopefully you see it. So I'm gonna take, actually I've already downloaded those photos, okay? They're from the same camera, same distance, same focal length. You find them. Okay, I've already downloaded them. Okay, now there's the first one. I'm gonna open another paint. Here's the second one. I'm gonna do whole. Whoops. Undo. Let's see. I want to be fair here. I'm gonna capture the whole windmill. Okay, that way you can see above the ground, above the horizon. I'm going to paste it on here. Now, these are the same windmills, mind you, okay? I'm going to lay it on top of this windmill. First of all, you can see the heads. The head on the one that he's higher is already a smaller size, okay? No matter which one you compare it to, this one, any of them, it's already smaller. Now, if I overlay the wings, if I put the head in the middle of this one, look at that. The wing, now this is the tip of the wing in this photo to the tip. Notice how in the picture that's lower to the ground, that has more refraction, the windmill is magnified.
Same focal length?
There's no other
just wanted to clarify.
You saw it. This is a glober, and in fact, he's using this as a glow proof. He says the buoy that shows that you can see further away when your standpoint is higher, right? So he's saying, oh, as you go up higher, right? It's the old glober adage. If you go higher, you can see more. Okay. So he's saying from the first picture that's lower down, the second picture is higher up, 78 feet. He says 24 meters. It's all right here. That's what he's trying to say. So this is a glober on McWest Forum. Nothing to do with flat Earth, or at least he's not saying this is a flat Earth proof, right? But when you compare the images, there's no other explanation that I can think of other than the theory we've already discussed, which is magnification. If I overlay
I got one
on
quick,
any of them,
yeah, one quick possibility. One quick possibility. Do we know if these images were cropped before posting it on this site?
I mean, possible. He doesn't say they were cropped. These are the full. They could have been cropped from top to bottom, but they weren't cropped as far as what pixels or whatever, right? You can crop an image and the pixels will remain the same as far as the pixels within the image. The total size could change, but the picture, the pixels, I don't know how to describe it. Does that make sense? Clarity is the same, right? Same distance, same zoom. So, look, is it a theory of mine? Sure. Do I have a conglomeration of a lot of evidence? Yes. And this is some of the best evidence I could have come across. The funny thing is this guy had no idea what he was capturing. He's thinking, oh, this is curvature. The buoy's here at the horizon, even though it's above the horizon, which is cool because there's a inferior mirage, right? It's like floating. And then he goes up and he says, "Oh look, I can see more," and that's what we expect on a ball. He's not paying attention to the sizes of the heads of the windmills and the rotors.
Can I read a quick? Let me read a quick comment from Sean Smith.
I'm done. I'm done anyways. But that's
leave it up.
So.
Leave it up. Quick comment from Sean Smith, and this is with a $5 super chat. Hey, Chris Berry, we can't believe anything you are showing on MS Paint because it's CGI. Like and subscribe, people. Shout to Sean Smith.
So this link is the link to the MetaBunk is in my YouTube video. Oh, and I even talked about Rumpus's presentation to Alkay. Let's see if this link still works. Nope, not found. Remember that website that Rumpus had? It was like 500 pages, and he kept saying he was going to release it, and he never did. Well, I got a link to it somehow, or he gave it to me, and I was using those images. And he didn't like that, so maybe he just unlisted it. Anyway, so I had a link to that. It doesn't work anymore. And then the Rob Skiba for Nellens, which we talked about yesterday. But the MetaBunk thing to me is, I mean, God, I don't know how much better of evidence you can get. And look at the clarity. Just look at the clarity of the windmill heads. Look how much clearer they are as he's lower, which makes you think would make less sense because you're dealing with more, thicker, denser atmosphere and potentially more refraction. When you go higher, it's even fuzzier. And look how all the fuzz and haze here, right? But the size is what really caught my attention. The size of the buoy.
Yeah, we have to we have to get a hold of them and make sure that the image was original and not cropped. Maybe is to show, like, to focus more in the windmills in question. They say, let me crop a little bit, like not resize the image, but crop it, like to get it closer to the view. And then the other one, he showed it, he didn't have to crop much or whatever. We're not sure about that,
I said it's a possibility, but the way he's describing what he's doing, that doesn't make sense to me. Same focal length, same camera, same zoom. And you can see it's not a major difference, but it's the buoy's even smaller too from image to image.
Can I just ask what the
go for it? Yeah. Question, comment, concerns, guys. Alkay is first. Go ahead.
Well, okay, two things I want to say, but first, the first thing is I just want to know what the actual point is.
You don't know the point?
Well, there must be a reason you're showing this stuff. You've shown that in these two images there's an apparent difference in angular size, but why are you showing that point?
I'll give you
what's
one
the
word.
Reason why?
I'll give you one word, and Chris can elaborate. Magnification is the key word.
Yeah, if you magnify something, you can't see the whole thing still. If you magnify it from lower down, if it gets bigger, then some of it's got to disappear, right?
No, you're saying if you make something bigger over a flat surface, you will lose some of it instead of seeing it easier. That doesn't make any sense. That's why I was asking.
Where are you going to put it? Where are you going to put it? You're going to erase some of the ocean?
Let Chris address Alkay on this one because it's his presentation, Brian.
Well, okay, so watch the video. So this is why I document as much as I can because I know the comebacks. Okay, so here's the Rob Skiba setup is a picture of a city from top to bottom in front of the magnifier. And as he zooms out or zooms in, you can see less or more of the bottom.
The atmosphere is not a Fresnel lens, so I don't know why you're going to that stupid demonstration.
Is it magnification? Am I trying to prove magnification?
I guess you're trying to.
Yeah.
It's what you guys call a trick, like a parallel trick, a magic trick. When you guys say about the Cavendish, this is a magic trick. What you're doing here with the lens?
Okay, but hold on. He's asking why, and Brian told him that as you magnify something, it changes the depth, if you will. And here's an example of magnification changing that depth. And
but that's wizardry.
Already, you can't see the bottom of this picture because of the field of view of the magnification aspect.
But it's wizardry. I mean, unless we believe in magic in nature.
Why? Wizardry? Okay, so this is a magnifier, and the atmosphere, as we can see here in my theory, or my opinion, I don't see how else you would get around it, is a magnifier. If it's magnifying something, why would it not work the same way?
Is it magnifying just the thing that you want to be affected by it, or is it magnifying everything in your view?
I have no idea.
My question is, does magnification cause obstruction?
Yeah, obviously it does.
No, it doesn't.
So Why is it?
Why is it?
When we look
causing
at
obstruction
hold on,
here?
hold on. Question. Why is it that when we look at the horizon, we don't see the horizon also dropping down, just like your Rob Skiba example?
Because it's magnifying. That's the whole point. If you magnify the image, and if the lighthouse or the windmills get bigger, what do you expect the ocean to get smaller so you still see the same amount? No, it all gets bigger.
No. I expect the ocean to do the same exact thing as the object. Or okay, when we see the Rob Skiba example, right? He pulls the sun away from the lens, right? That would happen to everything in the lens. It wouldn't just happen to just the sun.
Yeah, with the atmosphere, the lens, we're at the bottom of that lens, right? If we're up higher, it wouldn't make a difference.
I don't have much more time, but Earth is Life. Look at this. Okay, here's an image of a city. Picture. You can see the top. You see the ground. There's a magnifying glass in front. Hey, look, all he does is pull the camera back, change the depth and the distance, and now all of a sudden you can't see the bottom anymore. And the further you go, the more it magnifies.
So man created this. So a man made. So a man is the one who creates the curvature, right?
Because there's a flat lens redirecting the light. It's not the same thing as an atmosphere.
But the question is, can magnification block the bottom? The answer is yes, based on this demonstration. So if it's yes, based on this demonstration,
a Fresnel lens in front of the object in a specific angle can block things. That's the more correct things. A Fresnel lens can block things from the bottom up when it's angled the correct way.
Yeah, but the reason is it's half a lens. It's not because it's being magnified, it's because it's only the top half of the lens which is responsible for redirecting the light.
Bottom half, bro.
So how come we don't see? Okay, so why is it that we don't see the clouds move away from the if we're seeing the bottom go down, why don't we see the top go up?
Why in the world would you expect that?
Because the atmosphere is the lens, right?
All right, I want to read the results of this poll. I put a poll up just a few minutes ago when Chris Berry started presenting, and I just want to read the results for everybody. Chris' presentation was the headline of the poll. There are 4 options. Nobody voted the best. There are 27 votes. Nobody voted the best. 7% say flat Earth confirmed. 33% say it sucks. And a big whopping 59% says, welcome to the globe. Thank you very much for voting.
Here's how the magnification works. If you're at the center of the lens, everything will magnify equally top to bottom. If you're at the top of the lens, then you'll get, you'll get exaggeration toward the top. If you're at the bottom of the lens, you'll get exaggeration toward the bottom. And as it is,
exaggeration towards the top means line.
Called atmospheric lensing, and we are at the bottom of the atmosphere. So I can make the argument that we're at the bottom of the lens, and so we're getting the exaggerated magnification from the bottom. That's what Rob Skiba was showing, and you could do this with a regular magnifying glass, but it's easier with the sheet of Fresnel lens because it's bigger. But if he moved that lens around, it would change what we see.
Or you could
let me put it this way.
Earth has curvature.
If you want to actually demonstrate that lensing can obstruct something, wow. If you want to demonstrate that lensing, i.e. magnification, can actually cause obstruction over a flat surface, then you don't set it up the way Rob Skiba did to make it work one way by blocking part of the lens. You get a lens, you put it in front of an object over a flat surface, and you somehow make the bottom of it disappear. That's it.
Okay, well, show me that.
No, I'm telling you to show me that.
Well, in Chris's demonstration just now, he showed. Would anybody argue that the windmills are bigger from lower down?
That's because in the first photo has been zoomed in and cropped.
Right.
Okay, well, that's the case.
It's not been zoomed in and cropped. It says it's the same focal length.
Okay, it's been cropped and resized. Everything's bigger. The waves are bigger. The buoy's bigger. The windmills.
It's closer to the waves.
No, that's bollocks. That's not how it works.
Okay, see, this is called denial.
No, it's not denial. It's reality,
Yes,
Chris.
it
I know
is.
you struggle with it because I've just read through the entire thread on Metabunk. I can see where you're arguing with Mick West.
Wait, so that guy didn't
That's
claim it's the
nothing.
same focal length? That guy said that it's the same zoom?
He said it's the same focal length.
He says it's the same focal length. I think what you'll find that first photo, it's been cropped and resized to match the second one. Everything's bigger, and that's
They're not the
how
same
atmosphere
size,
works.
though.
Why would he
Not the
crop it
same
to make it
size.
bigger? Why would he crop it to make the ones in the back bigger?
You
If
can
anything, he'd
download
crop
the
it to make
photos.
them
They're
match.
not the same size.
Because size matters.
Yeah, size matters. Yeah.
They're not the same size.
Because
Farmer's
size
wrong.
matters.
He's pulling stuff
Farmer's
out of his
wrong.
ass.
So let's
They're not
crop
the
it.
same size.
Let's crop it to make everything from lower down bigger. That's
I
genius.
got it. I got it on screen right now. That now resized correctly. I got it on screen right now. I reposted. Farmer's Boy posted this image. Damn it. Okay, copy
pulled it off.
and paste. There you go.
This is. I posted the link to the Metabunk thread. You can go and read it all yourself and see these photos.
Are you saying it?
What are you? You're manipulating the photo.
No, he's
do
showing.
that.
He's showing, dude. Wait, he's showing. Look, to do it the same size, the ocean's got to get lower. So that's showing that that's what's blocking it. He's proving your point.
It's not.
No, he's
showing
manipulating
you.
the photo. You can
He's
manipulate
showing
the photo
Durka.
to do anything you want. That's bogus. That's a
Well,
typical
Mick,
Glover.
it's Mick West who did it, as you know, because you were talking to him on the site there.
I don't remember
So,
all that. That was 4 years ago.
Well, you can go and read it now. It's there. It's all
I
still
don't
there.
care.
Oh, clearly.
All right, we got
He's got a-
information here. Thurston say that the gap between the turbines in the top 607 pixels and in the bottom 447 pixels. That's when you had it up and down. You know, the ones that you say magnify, the gap in between is 607 pixels. The ones that is not magnified, you say, is 447 pixels. So it's there you go. So there was a resize issue there.
How come the one on the left we can only see one windmill?
You can see two at least.
You
No, I
can
see three.
see more, but that doesn't answer why it's much hazier.
Because they're
you
two
can barely see
different
them.
windmill farms.
No,
He
they're
said
not.
that.
You're lying.
Excuse me. Let me just scroll back up to.
So two different windmill farms with the exact same buoy in front of the image. Oh my god, you guys are pathetic.
Yeah, why would he go up 24 meters and then from
Hank,
show a whole different
Hank
image?
001 on
Take a
May
screenshot.
3rd,
Take a screenshot, Farmer, to put it up.
he says two photographs of a wind farm in the North Sea with windmills at a distance between 36 and 45 kilometres. That's why some appear hazier, because they're 9 kilometres apart.
But they're the same height.
Yeah, but they're 9 kilometres apart.
But they're the
Does
same
that not
height. So
compute?
how can they be the same height if they're 9 kilometers apart? Aren't they
No,
following the Earth curve?
you're arguing that some were hazy and that you could hardly see them. That's because they're
Right.
probably the ones that are 9 kilometres further away.
Then they would be
Yeah.
lower. They would be lower.
It also introduces the problem
my
that you
God.
don't know which windmill you're using as a size comparison.
No,
you need to
It's the same wind-
use the
it's the same
same one.
windmills.
You don't know
It's the
that.
same buoy.
It's a farm that spreads over several kilometers. You need to actually get the same one for a size comparison because they're not in the same position and distances from the camera.
And
Yeah,
in
they
the
are.
first photo, in the
You can't
first
just
photograph,
randomly pick one that's
He
an
says
extra
same-
7
he
kilometers
says-
away and say it's the same. There's a size problem with one.
Listen. I've said this 5 times. He says the author of the photo says same distance, same zoom.
That's great.
Yes,
Same
that doesn't
buoy.
mean he's looking at the same
it's the same.
turbine.
It's
in the
exactly
first-
the same.
in the first
it's the same,
photograph,
you
you can
obviously
see
don't
that the
understand.
turbines are at different heights.
Right. If it's the same buoy, why is it in a different spot?
Because he's lining up. That's the way he lined it up. Look.
Oh
if
yeah,
you're
so
gonna
it's
line-
not lined up perfect. So he moved over 10 feet to the left. Big whoop.
There's another.
Oh my God, you guys are pathetic. You're grasping
there's another
at straws.
factor that you're not taking into account.
Let me say something real quick, please. Let me say something. So, what I was looking up about Fresnel lenses, they're not really good for magnification.
Yeah, you don't have to use a Fresnel lens. You'd have to raise the whole setup a little bit higher. It'd be a little bit tougher to do. But you do know that the magnification, from the bottom, right?
Hold on. So magnification for a Fresnel lens. Another common application for a Fresnel lens is magnification. It also can be
What do
used as
you think they mean? Hey, y'all give me a definition. I don't mean this. I don't want this to sound sarcastic.
Hold on, let me finish, please. Let me finish, please.
Go ahead. Sorry.
It can be used as a magnifier or a projection lens. However, due to the high level of distortion, it is not recommended. Also, the image quality does not compare to that of a high precision system given the amount of distortion. So if we are looking through a Fresnel lens in the atmosphere, we wouldn't be seeing so clear like we do.
No, I'm not saying a Fresnel lens. That was what he used. Okay, like I said, for the last time, it doesn't have to be a Fresnel lens. But let me ask you a question: what do they mean by atmospheric lensing? What do they mean?
That if we're talking about atmospheric lensing, it's important to note who's using the term. If we're talking about Andrew Thomas Young, specifically what he means by that is a vertical only component to the change in the direction of light. It doesn't have anything to do with the standard magnification term that we're usually familiar with, which requires two axes of deflection.
Just tell me what it means. Just tell me what it means. You don't have to break it down for the people. Just tell me what's it mean.
I did. It was in
I
there.
just told you in the beginning. Repeat that first part again with the vertical thing.
Right. If we're talking about a specific citation, I think you're probably thinking of Andrew Thomas Young, when he uses atmospheric lensing, what he's describing is a vertical component only to the change in the direction of light. Nothing to do with a horizontal component.
Atmospheric lensing means a vertical magnification.
Not really magnification so much.
Okay, then what is it?
Change in direction.
It's a change in direction which, if you witnessed it, would lead to things like towering and stretching of an image.
So it's a vertical change in direction of light.
Right. It can be towering, stooping. It can be sinking. It can be looming.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's not possible for the atmosphere to lens things.
No, that's if you're talking about atmospheric lensing as Andrew Thomas Young used it in the citation that I think you're referencing. What he's referring to is
I'm not referencing anything. I'm genuinely asking a question of what does it mean? I've heard the term several times. What does it mean normally?
That's usually
it's a vertical change.
Exactly. Yeah. That it means magnification means that flat earthers gave the term magnification when they see objects like this disappearing from the bottom up, and they just throw a word magnification in order to try to explain phenomena.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out what the technical term means, not from one person. I'm saying.
Well, you were already told because the person that uses atmospheric lensing is Andrew Thomas Young, which is the one that we are more familiar with, and Doofus Manfred already say what that means.
Right, he gave his interpretation, but what's the dictionary?
No, his interpretation. He already say what from Andrew Thomas Young, from the person that uses the term, that's his definition.
Right. If you look at the
is not a term. Sorry,
so no matter what, nobody will give me the actual definition.
Right. If you look at the most recent posting that I just put in Daily Boom Uncensored, what we're looking at here is a change to the vertical position of things in the distance as they appear to us. That you can term atmospheric lensing, and that's how the term is generally used. It's just a vertical change. You'll notice that the horizontal component did not change.
In this example,
yeah, I'd like to see an example where it does change horizontally.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. I was going to say that the second point I was going to make earlier is that in the images and the video that I took of the turbines at Blackpool, which Rumpus uses, have already been over this with you on this show 2 years ago or whatever, and shared the video to show that there was some towering that day. And so you can see the blades appear to get longer as they spin. So when they're pointing, horizontally, so to speak, through their cycle, they're, shorter or at the normal size or whatever. But as they start to move around to they're pointing up, they start to stretch more. So they look longer than they actually are.
So the way y'all are describing lensing is I just looked at the definitions, but he defined refraction.
But you asked for atmospheric magnification. You didn't ask for atmospheric lensing.
Right. Well, he gave me the definition for atmospheric refraction. But
atmospheric magnification, the way he used it.
So it's magnifying.
So what is what you want to know? Atmospheric refraction, atmospheric lensing, or atmospheric magnification? What do you want to know?
I need to know. I've already looked it up. I was trying to figure out what the definition was. If anybody.
So what you asked for the definition of atmospheric magnification. I'm googling that, and there's no definition.
No, I didn't even look up atmospheric magnification. That's the argument.
You asked for it. That's what you asked 7 times. You asked 7 times that question. What is atmospheric magnification? You asked,
that's the point of
what is
contention,
atmospheric magnification? I'm googling that, and there's no definition of that.
Yeah, I didn't think that's the contention. If I'd said that, I didn't mean to. I was asking for lensing because I was interpreting it as magnification, but if it's and y'all are interpreting it kind of as refraction. So that's the point of contention. So there's no. I'm not trying to prove anything dictionary wise. I was just trying to figure out what the because I heard like the Newsman and Rob Skiba video say that it's atmospheric lensing and shit. So I was wondering what that meant basically. So they're not saying it means magnification. I'll say that.
Definitions of atmospheric lensing over here on by IOP science.iop.org in Scientific American. There's also in Space Center.nz. There's a few definitions for atmospheric lensing.
The only time I've ever seen something that could be confused for horizontal refraction, it was just kind of an illusion if you don't think about it for more than a few seconds. It was part of something being refracted higher, but it gave the impression that at that higher point it was stretching out to one side. But it was just the lower part being, kind of mirrored up, miraged up.
So what was the end all of that whole demonstration? So that dude was full of shit. The guy who said that he was at the same focal length at the same spot.
No, I think the point was that these original images would have been at the same focal length, but then as presented, they've been cropped, or at least one of them has. I think that was.
So he said he took it at the same focal length, but the pictures he showed are not.
From what I can gather, from what farmers are saying, it's.
If you look at the first photograph, I think that's been cropped because everything's bigger. The waves, the buoy, the windmills, everything, and the atmosphere just doesn't work like that. I'm sorry, it doesn't.
Both images are cropped.
Oh yeah, but the one that makes the one where the windmills appear closer to the surface of the sea. That's been cropped.
Does cropping an image change the size of the objects in the image?
It can make them appear to, yes.
Yes.
Just purely cropping.
Yes.
In this
resizing, yeah.
No, they didn't say resizing. That's different.
Crop and resize.
I said it's been cropped and resized.
Crop something that resizes it.
Okay, well that's a claim that you're coming up with. That's not what the poster says.
It's not a claim. It's everyday experience in any editing software. You can do it right now in your phone.
Yep.
I mean, if I wanted to show in the bottom, I don't know, if I want to show this the screen sharing that I'm sharing, if I want to show this only so it looks bigger, I'm not just gonna do a good old screenshot here. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna magnify it, and I'm gonna zoom in, and then I'm gonna crop it. So yeah, it will be a lot bigger.
There's another thing that would affect it, but it would be relatively minor.
Claims without knowing. It's not what the poster says.
The guy who takes the pictures claims to be at the same distance, but if he's raised his elevation that much, he's not literally climbed up a ladder. He's have to have moved back and gone up as well. On top of that, just the act of moving vertically
Okay, so
would
so
increase
he's
the.
he's
Still
100
talking.
yards
Thanks for
difference.
interrupting me. I said it was minor, but the point is there's going to be a
it is
difference.
minor.
So even if he's at the same focal length, they aren't actually going to match.
So what cropping will do definitely is it will eliminate a lot of data from the image that we can somehow orient and know which windmill is which we can tell by those two pictures.
Well, Mick West did a lovely comparison of the two photos, which I've already
Doofus, do you know you're on camera?
Yeah, the thing is that cropping an image only does not change the pixel amount on the pixel shown. But Thurston earlier, he did a pixel count, and the image in the top where we say is magnified, it's got a bigger amount of pixels in between the windmill. So yes, it was resized.
Between which windmills? We don't know what we're looking at.
Yeah, even the original poster says that these windmills cover a distance of 9 kilometres.
Alternatively, a couple of
Front to
years
back.
ago, I took video of the windmills from St. Bees, and Miles Davis went to great lengths to plot out each individual one and calculate how much should be missing, and then compare it to how much was missing in the images, and it all matched up.
That image that's on screen now, I mean, ain't that what we would expect to see on a flat Earth? If you see the gap between the height of each windmill, I mean each oil platform, and then if as you raise up, the one in the distance is gonna come up, proportionally faster than the one in the foreground. What it looks to me like you just see a refracted hump in the picture on the top.
Where are the rest of the windmills?
Oh, I'm not looking at the windmills. I was looking at the oil platform.
He's looking at the rigs.
The windmills, the original ones, the two images, I got them right here. Go
No,
ahead.
but wait. Can I get a response to the oil platforms? Like look at the height of the small one compared to the height of the big one, where they're closest together. As you raise higher, you would expect the gap to shrink. And that's exactly what it's showing. What's the Earth curve got to do with that?
Even in that first photo of the windmills, the turbines, you can see they're not all at the same height.
Why is that?
Because
why would the guy crop this? Why would the guy crop this to make the windmills in the back bigger and make the buoy bigger? I mean, why would he crop it to make it bigger?
I wonder why he'd do that. Yeah.
I think they're only trying to
I didn't mean that sarcastically. I meant that honestly, because I know there's an explanation, but I
Because we
can't
can see
think of
it better. When it's closer, we can see it better. Damn it.
But he doesn't do that
makes
with the
sense.
bottom one?
It's logic.
But he doesn't do that with the bottom one?
I'm not.
We can see it clearly. We can see it clearly to here. You want to
So
magnify?
he only
There
did
you
it to
go.
one photo and not
There you
both.
go.
Okay.
Zoomed in. You want it more zoom in? There you go. You can see it clear now. There you go. I'm doing it for
Can I
you,
jump
Chris.
in?
You have
And the
down.
higher
Yeah,
you
go.
go, the more you can see. Oh, that's what we expect on the globe Earth model. Oops.
Yeah, I think the only point of these, I'm not even looking at what you guys are talking about, kind of listening in the background, but I think the only point of the observation was to show that when you're lower down, you can't see that much, but when you raise up, you can see more of the object, which is what we expect on a curved surface.
Yeah, absolutely, man. But look, y'all getting aggravated with my questions, and I'm not asking these questions to fucking try and. I mean, I'm genuinely asking these questions because, like I said, I know there's explanations, but I couldn't think of one. So the thing, well, so this would be like kind of a leading question here. So he cropped he pretty much verbalized them as being the same focal length, but when he displayed it, he cropped one more than the other. Is that y'all's stance?
That's Chris contention.
No, I think he just cropped both one image to match it up with the other. I mean, what's the problem with that?
Actually, said he didn't match it. He made the one lower bigger. He made the buoy bigger and the windmills bigger. What else is in the footage? There's nothing else in the footage. You're saying he made the sky match?
So now we're gonna pick into this guy's brain and think and say, all right, let's see what he was thinking when he decided to crop this one a little bigger to show more details on what's going on. Let's just speculate all day long for a whole year, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, speculate what was in this guy's mind. Let's do that.
Let's speculate he cropped it in the first place.
What we'll do, we'll just end it with farmer's boy speculation and get mad when anybody tries to present anything different. That's what we'll do.
Let me say something real quick. Let me say something. So he didn't get didn't get them exactly the same size. What's the problem with that?
If he says that they're the same fucking focal length, then he should show the same focal length. Now, what Farmer's Boy's saying, that's possible, okay? I'll say that's possible, but what he did is he cropped one. What Farmer's Boy's claiming is he cropped one to make them fucking to make one bigger so we could see it better.
And now Chris is now using it as evidence of atmospheric magnification,
based on the photographer's claim.
I'm doing a test right now. I'm doing
the point of what he was showing was obstruction. Chris is trying to use it to demonstrate a difference in angular size, right?
He's still adding information, bro. You are adding information to what's given.
No.
Here, I'm talking.
He's showing the entire demonstration as to show. Well, I was talking, so you can shut up for a second.
Chris is saying,
sorry, Chris.
The entire demonstration
sorry about that, buddy.
Was to show that when he was low down, he couldn't see all of the turbines, and when he moved up, he could see them.
Yes.
Right? So the angular size of them doesn't matter. It's the obstruction he's concerned with. Chris has come along after the fact and tried to use those two images to compare their sizes. So the problem lies with Chris using cropped images to try and say there's a problem with the angular size, not with the original guy who did it at the same focal length.
Then he wouldn't have said same focal length. That doesn't even make any sense.
Yes, he would, because he's pointing out that any changes that you see in the scene are not because of what he did with the camera.
I also cropped the image. He's giving so much detail. Why would he leave that out?
Chris Berry, how long have you been in flat Earth? What's one of the most prominent claims that flat earthers make? That when you zoom in with a camera, it brings things back. So that's why you keep it at the same focal length to show that that doesn't happen.
It depends on the conditions.
Chris. It never does.
Yes, it does.
You're skipping past the point. That's why you keep it at the same focal length, because you're not zooming in and out. So if you compare two images, you want them to be the same. They're not zoomed differently.
He said the same focal length.
Al, what you need to do is to go back 2 posts before this guy put these 2 photos up. There was a conversation. Mick West put. I'll just put a screen grab of it in Discord. He'd got the view of Catalina from Santa Monica at 3 different heights, showing you that the higher you got, the further you could see. And 2 posts later, you get Henk001 posting these 2 photos saying, yeah, look, here's the one at low level. You can see some of the turbines, and the higher you go, you can see more of them.
Yeah.
Which is
Chris, what you should do is test the buoy, compare the buoy size to the blade size in one, and compare the buoy size to the blade size in the other. Because I'm thinking, if you crop something, you're changing the focal length.
This
right?
guy was not posting these photos as proof of a flat Earth. He was agreeing with Mick West, because he was saying, look, I've done a similar observation. I've taken the photo from the beach, and then I've gone up to the top of a sand dune, and oh, look, now I'm higher. I can see more of the turbines.
I've never put anything.
He was giving another example of what Mick West had posted 2 posts prior to that. It's all there in the thread.
And I've done
I've never cropped anything. I wouldn't know, man.
I said all
I shared
that
on Jose's Jose that show the other night and asked you to share my screen and I'll show.
Yeah, give me a minute. I just want to show something here really.
No, I'm not asking you to show anything. I just meant like to reference that stuff I was showing at the end. One of the things, the last image that I ended with is where there's 4 images,
right?
And it shows you the increasing obstruction as I move from the top of a hill down to the bottom of the hill. And those 4 images were all taken at the same focal length. I've done the exact same thing myself. It's to make sure that there's no issue with saying zoom in has changed anything in the shot.
Is someone showing something?
I think Jose is looking for something.
Sorry, yeah, I was just trying to pose. It took me more than I thought about. I just got 2 pictures over here. I'm sharing the screen. These 2 pictures are in the same focal length. Okay, let me see. Okay, I got them both in here. We got this one over here and this one over here. There you go. These 2 pictures are different heights but the same focal length. See anything? What's going on here? We got this little globe Earth right here. I just took it from almost eye level right here, and then I took this one.
That is flat, man. That's flat.
And then I took this one. Took this one from higher. So you see anything? Don't you see that this one is a lot bigger, even though it's the same focal length and the same distance? It's the same distance.
That's lensing. That's room spirit lensing.
I mean, hey, you can see here. Look, you can see this plant right here. You can see the squeaky earth. You see the amount that we see of the plant and the squeaky earth. There's no plant in here, and there's less amount of the squeaky.
It's all about.
It comes down to this, like what we cause lensing in the first place. I think.
Dude,
what I was playing, I couldn't back it up. But
I resized the image and I cropped it.
I'm good with that. I'm good with all that.
It is the same. What the guy did. There is no difference in here. I agree. But let me fucking say it, for fuck's sake. Are you so afraid for me to say this? I took an image of this globe. The camera, the same distance away from this little globe, same distance away, just different height, the same focal length on this image and this image. What do we see in here? The size of this globe, if you measure it versus the size of this globe, this one is a lot bigger. Why? Because after the picture was taken, I opened it in the editing program, I zoomed in a little bit, and then I cropped it after it was zoomed in. Is that easy, for fuck's sake?
No one's denying that would happen.
Yeah, I'm not denying that.
He didn't claim that, so it's a false accusation.
Jose, since when do you get worked up when I fucking agree with you, man? When did that start, bro?
I got worked up because I kept getting interrupted when I was trying to say something. That's why I get worked up.
My bad.
We had you questioning the change of size that went through cropping about 10 minutes ago, Chris. We had to tell you, yes, that happens in any editing software because you were suggesting it didn't.
Well, it doesn't. I can resize a photo, I can change the pixels, and it won't change the size of the images.
I just did it. I just did that right now in a quick flash.
Did you resize it or did you crop it, Jose?
I resized it and I cropped it.
Exactly. Right, you resized it
and cropped it.
Yes,
cropped it.
Cropping it won't change the size.
No.
That's why there's a resize function. Oh my god.
So why the hell?
Hold on. Sorry, Jose. When you say you resized it, do you mean you did like pinch to zoom and then did a crop?
Yes.
Yeah, which is just the same as dragging the box into the center of the image and cropping it. He isn't resizing in the sense that you go into Photoshop and you can change the size of the canvas or something like that. It's not the same thing.
But just cropping a photo doesn't change the size. You have to that's why there's a resize function. That's why it's a different thing.
The whole point is that you crop an image. And it's the overall effect is that whatever's left looks bigger.
They're not cropping. No, it doesn't look bigger. It doesn't change the size.
Yes, it does.
You have to resize that.
No. Oh, you're so confused.
No, I think you guys are. I think everybody's misunderstanding everybody. If you've got an image that's 640 by 480, and you crop 100 pixels off the 480, your image is now 640 by 380, and it's a different ratio. If you drop it into a browser, it will, depending on your browser setting, it will expand to fit. So technically, it does change that size.
No. Not in the software. I can do it, Jose. I can do it I can disprove all these idiots in 5 seconds if you want me to. In fact, I'm going to.
Oh, it's bullshit. I can do it on my phone. Anybody who's on Windows can go and do it. And Windows
Go ahead,
Photo
go ahead,
Editor.
do it. Yeah, let's do it. I'll share your screen. Yeah.
All right, here. Okay. Watch. Resize. I'm going to resize it. Maintain aspect ratio. I'm going to do 500. Wow, that changed the size. I'm going to go back to the original. Now I'm going to crop it.
Chris Berry, it's not coming through. It's not coming through.
We can't see it.
Screen share is not coming through. It's not coming through. It's loading. It's loading.
Oh my God! Someone's trying to hack me to prevent from seeing this from being seen. It's because you're streaming too.
Somebody's trying to hack
What about
me.
now?
For fuck's sake. No, it's
What
still
about now?
loading.
Hold on. Let me stop and do it again.
Net connection and what?
Window.
That should do it. If you stop and shit again. All right, let me see.
There
Yes.
we go. That's got it.
All right.
There you
now
go.
I'll
We
start
got
with-
you. Yeah.
I'll start with the resize. Here's a resize. I'll make it 300. Yes, it makes it bigger. That's resize. Now I'll reset it. Now I'm going to just crop it. Same size. Wow. Amazing.
But if you opened it in a browser, it would expand to fill.
Who's talking about opening a browser? No. What? No, it's not a browser. He posted it as attachment. God, y'all are desperate.
And you don't know
Oh,
if he
weird
resized it.
pause.
I don't know how he resized it or cropped it before he posted it as an attachment. You don't know. We
That's
don't know
not the point.
that.
The point is, Al K's been saying for the 10 minutes, if you crop it, it
we
changes the
are the desperate
size.
ones.
That's false.
Chris Berry, did you right click on those images, download them, and then check the meta tags to see what size those images were?
Yeah, I did.
And are they the same
There's-
size?
They're not the same pixels.
Mm-hmm.
You can do it. Anybody can do it. They're not the same pixels.
So they're not the same pixels.
What are we arguing about here?
They're very close.
I got 4
Chris Berry-
images by Bibo over here.
Chris Berry tried to present these two photos of
Jose.
evidence of atmospheric magnification.
Jose, before you show those images, don't.
I didn't hear that.
Okay.
And they're not even.
I
the
said
same
don't
ratio.
show those images yet.
Okay.
They're not even the same ratio.
What
I'm
could I
not
do
sure.
to prove, what could I do to prove atmospheric lensing? Like a serious question. What could I do to go about trying to prove that? Long distance. I'm not talking about short range, like long distance atmospheric magnification. I want to say. Let me make sure I get my question right. What could I do to prove? Shut up. What can I do to prove atmospheric magnification over long distances?
I don't know. You work it out. If you think
Take
it's
two
real.
pictures. Take 2 pictures. Don't crop them.
No, no,
Bring
you're
them
making it
as
up.
They are. Bring them as they are, that we can see the focal length and everything in the picture. That's it. Then we can compare.
Saying you're making it up. You make up the data that's going to prove you're making made up things. So
Yeah.
I'm not making it up. I'm trying to see what I could do
There
to
you are.
test.
You're making it
test
up.
to see if it ever happens.
well, fine. And like I said, you're making it up because it doesn't happen. But nice try.
Why you and your backhanded insults? I'm asking you if I don't know if it happens or not.
Don't
It would
let
explain-
don't let
it would
NASA
explain
piss
to
you
me.
off, Brian. Don't let NASA piss you off. Man.
Trust me, his whole goal is to piss me off because he's not.
It
He
doesn't.
has no respect. He has no
I have no
respect for
respect for
anybody.
you,
including
I have no
you,
respect
Jose.
for
He don't
you.
respect you either. Trust me.
No. I have no respect for you because.
All right, yeah,
Anybody know
it's
99.9% of what
very,
you say is
very
bullshit.
telling. Now I gotta say something. Pay NASA Shield because you have no respect for Brian. You can go on mute whenever he's speaking. And if you want to address him, you will not do it in this channel because you have no respect for him. So please go on mute.
But I can't prove. I mean, I haven't never proven atmosphere. It would make sense if the Earth is, if the Earth is indeed a plane. It would explain a lot. Rob Skiba's example, but I was wondering how we could prove that. If anybody had any ideas, because I'm not sure it's happening or not. If you're holding a flat Earth stance, you would have a bias in thinking it might. But then how could we prove it? Or one way or another, could we prove it it's not happening? Could we prove
I
it's
have a
happening?
comment.
I was just throwing that out there to get some ideas.
So The funny thing is the image they're saying was cropped and zoomed in is a smaller pixel height and width, and the image they're saying wasn't cropped and zoomed in. So that kind of debunks that, right?
Have you forgotten?
Yeah,
your
not
original
really.
argument?
The problem both sides arguing about an images we don't have much data about.
If so, he would have had to have made the image smaller. The one you guys are saying he made bigger. It's a smaller image. Actually, if you line up the pixels identical, so the image you're saying he didn't manipulate is 1193 by 729. The image you're saying he cropped and zoomed in on or whatever is 1061 by 611. So if I make those identical, it's actually worse for your all's case. The picture gets even bigger.
Doesn't get worse at all. The two photos clearly demonstrate the effective Earth curve.
So you've proven that down lower in the, I mean, if he has proven, okay, let me take that back. Yeah, I ain't gonna say he's proven anything, but if he has indeed showed atmospheric magnification, the explanation in my mind would be that lower down in the more humid, like the water vapor coming off the ocean itself, could cause it. You know, being more humid, more water vapor could potentially cause the lensing effect.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
How do you do? Okay, good question for you now that we've been talking about this insist lensing effect. Can you define that in your own words from your own understanding, Brian Leakey? So we know what you're talking about when you say lensing effect.
To be honest, man, to be completely honest, I really don't know, man, what
But that's very important because you keep
using
using the term. So what do you mean when you say lensing?
Well, that's why I'm asking questions, man. I could give you any answer, I could give you a biased answer for globe or flat, but my honest answer is I really don't know what the fuck it is, man. I don't even know if it exists. It seems like it would almost have to exist if the ground's plane.
So what does exist? How can you define what you think most exists? That's why I want to know what is on your brain when you say.
I'm trying to figure out a test, man. If we put our heads together, I think we can prove it true or prove it false. So when I ask for help, you know, I'm not asking for help to say, hey, how can I prove this true? Like Paid Nestor was assuming. I'm trying to ask, like, what can we do? Because, you know, we could maybe prove it true or prove it false.
But Brian, what? Prove what? Prove what? What can you say that this was on your mind? Atmospheric lensing or lensing effect? You still haven't defined that from your perspective. You say you want to know if it exists or not. You cannot tell me one word, lensing effect. What does that mean to you? So we can, everybody try to prove if it exists or not.
Let me break this down. Okay. If the claim on the table,
you had Mike in, Beeble. Sorry.
Sorry. Okay, can we set a? Let me ask a quick question. So, if the Earth is a plane, with the pictures with all the blockage at the bottom, it would have to be either refraction or magnification causing that. If the Earth was a plane, can we all agree to that?
What magnification?
There's a plane.
Magnification. What is magnification from what you're trying to say? It. That's what I want to know. That's what we want to know.
Skiba demonstrated.
So what is that? Can you define that from your own
light,
word?
Like a bending of light, kind of a bending of light from a medium. So like a lens. A lens. This would be my best way to define it. Like if you look at a lens, like they make bifocals, right? So they make different densities from the top and the bottom of the lens. So you're going to get two different magnification effects. So the lensing could be, okay, could be like if you count the atmosphere as a lens, and you're looking through the bottom of that lens because we're at the ground. So as you went up higher, you know, it could change. But I'm not sure of this, Jose. I don't want to make any definite claims because I swear to God, I really don't know. But I'm just trying to say.
Let's try not to use then these words because nobody knows what these words mean from your mind. Let's use the words. I don't know. Use the phenomena. Explain the phenomena, but let's not use these words that you don't know what they are. Neither do we.
I'm using it. Magnification.
So what does that mean?
You don't know what magnification means?
No, I don't. I know what magnification is. If I got a picture in here and I pitch and zoom, that's magnification.
So the process of enlarging the apparent size, not physical size of something, that's magnification.
Yeah. Is it uniform or is it selective or
That's
what's up?
exactly. Yeah, you gotta explain further.
Is refraction selective?
No, it's not. That's why I say, lensing, we think about a lens that reflects light, refracts light in a very specific way and to a focal point. Atmosphere
Right, but what about bifocals, dude? That's what I just said, man. I just explained bifocals where there's no focal point straight ahead. That's why I use bifocals.
That's why I have trouble using lensing referring to the atmosphere.
If you put bifocals in front of you and in front of a camera and film shit, you're gonna see shit happening different from the top and the bottom. So that's why I'm saying if what Chris is saying is could be true, then it would mean like we're at the bottom of the lens. If the atmosphere is the lens, we're at the bottom of it. So we're gonna get distortion the way that Rob Skiba showed. But how will we prove that? That's the question.
Yeah, it doesn't appear to be happening that way.
Okay.
It match it. All I can say is the Rob Skiba demonstration matches what we would see on a flat Earth with magnification due to the atmosphere.
Are you sure? Yeah, but we know that magnification in the atmosphere doesn't act like that, so we can throw that out.
Oh, we know that. Yeah, we're Globers. We know everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's an article.
We know it doesn't happen like that.
Chris, I was asking you, Chris, how do you know?
Because Rob Skiba told him that's what happens. That's why.
Well, it is true that Rob Skiba had the theory based on a flat Earth and what he knew about magnification, and reading articles and listening to experts say that the atmosphere can magnify. And so he thought, wow, if the atmosphere can magnify, I wonder if I can replicate what I'm seeing. So he did that with a magnifying glass, and he replicated what he's seeing. Wow.
So what Rob Skiba
isn't that what you all call science?
So Rob Skiba was Rob Skiba was one of the first that pulled this magic trick of putting a Fresnel lens in front of the camera in a specific way or angle from the lens to have this type of effect.
He proved his hypothesis, is what he did.
Didn't Ron Skiba also believe that there was no such thing as
easy?
COVID
Be careful, easy.
Uh-oh.
Easy.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Didn't Ron Skiba also believe there was no?
We're not going to talk about any personal issues. And rest in peace, Rob Skiba. There you go. That's it. That's as far as we go.
Yeah, he also debunked himself with that picture with the moon and the Earth in the background. So,
what's the name of that program, Chris? What's the name of the program where you can where you download shit and can move it around and change sizes and shit?
I have no idea. I'm not the expert on that. I don't know.
No, I'm saying, how do I do? What's the app called where I can go and compare shit?
Is it GeoGebra or I don't know. I'm not sure if it's GeoGebra or
I use him as Paint.
There's another one.
Paint. That's it. That's where I think that's Paint. That's what I heard before.
All right, Jose, I'm gonna ask you to share some images. I've sent you several of them.
Dude, you sent me a shit though. I started opening them, but you kept sending them, so I stopped opening them.
So there's two of them in particular that I want you to show real quick.
I got him in order, right? I got him in order. So let me go up all the way. And the first image that you sent me, tell me number 1, 2, 3.
No, not the first one. The last one I sent you, the last two that I sent you, they have dates on them.
Last two. Okay.
Yeah.
So let me open the last two. I got one right here, and I'm sorry if the dogs are barking. Well, it is what it is.
So let me preface this real quick. So about last week, Brian told me to go back to this same observation point and make an observation. So what I did was I went back to that same observation point, and what Brian said was that I would see a lot more if I went later on in the day. Now I wasn't able to go after sunset.
I said
because
at dusk.
hold on,
at night.
Brian, hold on, Brian. You said later on in the day. I couldn't go after sunset because I'm busy. I have a family and stuff. So I went. It was probably around 6:30 ish.
Why are you
is
saying
when I
you
made
couldn't go
the
after
decision.
sunset? If all I said was later on in the day, bro.
Okay, well, because when I listened to the conversation we had, you said specifically after sunset. That's what you said. That's what you said specifically.
All
So
right,
I
that's
went
cool. Thank
around
you, man.
6 p.m. I went at around 6 p.m. between 6 and 6:30, which the sun would probably set. The sun would probably set around, I don't know, 30 minutes prior, 30 minutes after that. So Jose, if you show the image from April 8th of last year, I'm not sure if you're showing that one.
I got it right now. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and pull that up.
I was showing first the 26th of April 2022. Now, now I'm showing the one of April 8, 2021.
Are you able to put both of them up on the screen?
I cannot.
Okay, so the one from
I
which one are you
can
showing
go
now?
back and forward. I'm showing the 2021 8th of April.
Okay, so if you look at the building, if you don't know if you can zoom in or crop it and zoom in, you don't see any trees. Right? You don't see anything in front of that building, but we know there's trees there because I've shown it before. Right? Now, Brian, Jose, if you go to the next image from the 26th of April, 2022,
right,
which was taken at around 6 p.m., where the sun is not beaming down on the water, you pretty much get the same exact effect.
Yeah, I just clicked and zoomed right in the cross line, pretty much in both of them.
So Brian, please tell me, what is your excuse now?
Dude, hold on a minute. Hold on. Let me see some video. I asked for two things. I said go at dark, and I appreciate you
I have a
clarifying
video
that.
too.
I do appreciate you clarifying that. Okay, but I asked for a video show just proving two things: the time of day and the same location. The same location. That's all I want. I want proof of the same location and the time of day.
It's the same location, Brian.
What was the
You could
temperature?
you could be further away.
No, I'm not further away,
have all
Brian.
the buildings the same
I'll take
proportion.
your word for that. I'll take your word for that. But but true.
Now what do I have to prove, Brian?
What was the temperature?
About 73 degrees.
Can you keep switching them back and forth, please?
74 degrees for both images at both times?
All right, I gotta throw a shout out in here in this very moment because we got some money on PayPal and I want to give a proper shout out. And look at that, I was sent a cupcake too. In that, thank you very much for the $6. I appreciate that.
So Brian also asked for the surf report from that day. So I sent that to you as well, Jose. The surf report. I guess he thinks that the waves are going to be super high on that for some reason.
No, I just wanted to see. Can you prove the time that you went? Because 6. I mean, what's the zenith? The zenith for where you're at now. The zenith is at like what 1:30. You're only a few hours behind zenith. If you went at what time did you say you went?
Do you want the metadata from the image to prove the time of day?
What time did you say you went now? Wait,
I have a video, but it's too large.
What time did you say you went?
All right, guys. Okay. One second. We're talking about each other, and I gotta do this properly because it was Nestle Wipes, aka Grubus, who sent me the $6 on PayPal. Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate that. He say it's not much, but it is. It does help. So thank you, Chris and Brian. Brian, you were gonna ask a question. Go ahead, you, and then Vivo.
Okay, I just asking what time was that second?
Between 6 and 6:30 p.m.
The only thing I can see different is the top of that other building. I mean, it looks like it's compressing a little bit, but I'm gonna tell you right now that's rare. That's why I asked you to approve times like that over that distance. That's rare for your crosshairs to line up exactly. That's not common for and that's surveyors.
That's not
won't
rare.
even, they won't even do surveys late in the evening because of that effect. And over that distance, that's crazy.
So Jose, if you can show the image, there's an image I sent you of my auto level.
Yes.
And you can see where the shadow is. That way you can see it's definitely late in the day.
One more thing. What's your distance, Bebo?
The distance to that building is about 14 or 15 miles, I believe. I'll give you the exact distance. Give me a second.
Yeah, just give me distance in your height. That's the
Ryan,
last
let me
question.
throw this out there. I think he made a little bit of a mistake trying to call B-ball out because, and he's already admitted to this, and hopefully he will again. That location in Hawaii or Hawaii in general, conditions almost never change. The temperature's usually the same year round. And you know what I mean? So it's like you're got to go to a place that has those extreme temperature changes that actually has an actual winter.
Why would you want to do that? So why would you want extreme temperatures?
So that you can
temperature
vary.
changes.
I'm telling you, if you repeated the same thing 3 times, so that you can vary the conditions. Otherwise, your conditions are always the same, and you say, "Oh, look, if nothing changes." Well, yeah, the conditions didn't change.
That's
so
the point.
Kind of duh.
That's the point, Chris.
Oh, so you don't want to change you don't want the variables to change, but you expect the result to change?
That the point is to not get wild atmospheric conditions. That's the point.
Right. So your results will never
That's
change.
what you guys
and
want.
you'll say
That's what you guys want. You guys want to see all these varying conditions where you see all these optical illusions and you see all these mirages, so that you can say, "Oh, look, we can see this far on this day, and then on this day we can see this far." So that means we don't know what's going on in the atmosphere.
You say it's 6
That's what
o'clock,
you
but
guys
why
want.
are the shadows right underneath the tripod?
No, they're not right underneath the tripod.
That's his shadow, Brian.
Yeah, that's my shadow.
I'm talking about the shadow of the leg, the closest leg we see to the right. That's the closest leg to the camera. It traces it right up.
Let me see if I can post the video. I mean, goodness gracious! I knew you were gonna come.
It's a big deal, man. It's a big deal to me, Bebo.
Hold on.
Because sometimes what people might do, you might assume it's a globe. I know I'm gonna see the same thing, and just try and show me some other shit. So in your mind, you're not being deceptive, Because I'm not saying you, but other globe earthers, they assume that they're already 100% positive there's a globe, so I can show them pictures from any time, basically, and it's the same thing. So I'm not accusing you of that though, personally, to be honest.
B-ball, have you ever seen a image or photo from anybody, flat or globe, that shows let's just call it what would appear to be flat? Yes or no?
I'm sorry, say again?
I'm just saying, have you ever seen a photo, Black Swan, or a video from either side that purports, let's just say, to show flat Earth conditions?
No, I haven't.
So you don't think the Black Swan appears to be flat?
No, because we understand what's going on in the Black
No, that's
Swan.
not what I asked you. I didn't ask you if you understood what's going on. I asked you, does it appear to be that way?
Yeah.
Does it appear to be flat?
Yeah.
Does it look flat? Sure.
Okay.
Sure. It looks flat.
Right. So it looks flat in those conditions. Now let's say those conditions never changed from the Black Swan. That's your argument, and I don't want to say any more than that. And I hope you get it. That's all I have to say. I hope.
And we know that doesn't happen, right? We know that doesn't happen.
You know what doesn't happen?
We know that those conditions always change.
Yeah.
You just said you don't want changing conditions.
In certain places, the conditions vary a lot, and in other places, they don't.
Right,
No, but there is no place on the earth. Hang on. There is no place on this planet Earth where conditions don't change. They're changing by the second, by the minute, by the hour.
It does vary.
Yeah, but I've shown evidence that it doesn't change that much here.
Right. So let's say that the Black Swan location didn't change much either, and it always showed flat.
We could say that. We could
say,
show
your
that.
conditions are. It's just the right conditions at the right time.
Absolutely.
So that's what I'm telling you.
No,
And I don't know why you don't get
the
that.
question would be which conditions. If B-ball's in a place where the conditions don't change, and the Black Swan was in a place where the conditions don't change, you would look at what those conditions are, because we do know how the physics work underlying refraction. We know how the atmosphere affects refraction and so on. So if B-ball is taking his images from a place where the temperatures between the air and the water are stable at the same approximate temperatures, we know his images are going to better represent reality than if the Black Swan, which has some crazy variance in the temperature. It's not just about whether they stay the same all the time, it's what those conditions actually are.
No data collected on certain parameters.
Uh-oh.
B-ball, my next and last special request would be is go at sunrise one day. You know, that should be a lot easier than going at night, because just get up early and go at sunrise and just two things. Just prove, you know, it could be short, little clip. Prove that it's sunrise. You know, just show a shadow, whatever. You ain't got to get crazy with it. And show me that building. That's my last special request.
What's this all about?
Ryan, I've jumped through so many hoops already. I'm telling you, man, it's not going to change. I'm telling you.
That's the exact attitude I'm trying to that I'm suspicious of when you're saying it's not going to change. So yeah right here.
You've asked me, I've done it.
So, no, you haven't proved it, man. You haven't proved it, bro. The shadow's right underneath the tripod. Okay. You know, about 3 or 4 foot away. There's cloud way off in the distance is still sunlit.
I want clarification. I need to share this because I need to stop some screen shares. Bibo, the question is: all of the pictures that you sent me previously, are those all different days?
No, they're all the same. They're all from Tuesday, from the 26th.
I'm gonna put those up because I need to start closing tabs. So I'm gonna just open them up, them one at a time, and then I gotta close all these tabs because they're killing my computer.
Okay.
B-ball, I can get an answer a second ago. What's the reason for this request?
So, the other day, a few days ago, we were over in Geo's, and he was saying, or he wanted me to go at a different time of day, and he was claiming that when I went at a different time of day, that I would be able to see the trees or all the land in front of these buildings. That was his claim. That's what he said was going to happen.
I claimed you'd see more. Yeah, I didn't say you see the whole trees or nothing like that, but I said you might see the top of the trees.
It's trees, if not more. And as we can see, we don't see those. And as you can see with the other image, the crosshairs are still hitting the top of that 15-story building, even after almost a year later, and at a different time of day.
And what'd you say the distance was again?
Oh, shit. Yeah, hold on one second. Give me a second. I'll tell you. It's like 15 miles. Give me a second. I'll tell you.
Well, I mean, a year later, it's definitely going to have different conditions. It's not going to be the same.
Sorry, so can I just ask Brian then why he thinks that, you know, why would people have seen that?
From experience, man. That's one of my hobbies. And I go out, you know, at different times of day, usually at night. I try to get him to go at night to see the lights, and you'll see different shit. But in the morning, early in the morning when the sun's coming up, you'll see different shit too. You see, you see more, you see further.
Right. That's his hobby, yeah? You know what you ain't got? You ain't got a life, you ain't got a hobby, you know? That's what it is. It's self-alive.
Jen, people were actually having a conversation. You seem to have come in just to troll and be an arsehole. So
yeah, we have a conversation, and I want to vouch because people is in the... Hey, Jin, talking. People is in the military, and he comes in when he's, you know, when he's hanging around, when he got a little time. So big shout out to people. Thank you for your service.
As I was saying, yeah, get a life.
Okay, no problem,
Get yourself a hobby.
Jin, what the fuck are you talking about?
You know exactly what I'm talking about. You ain't got
No, I don't. Why don't you explain yourself? Come on, smart guy. Explain what you're talking about.
I'm talking about you not understanding where Brian's coming from because you don't have the same hobby or you're practicing your hobby in the wrong way. Get it right. Okay?
What hobby? Dude, my hobby is when I can, I go and grab my P900 and take long distance observations. Brian's got a different hobby. He does things with electricity and vacuums and perpetual machines and fishing lines. He does all kinds of crazy stuff. Nobody have Brian's hobby. Nobody in the world have Brian's hobby.
Also, I've never seen Brian present images matching the thing he just said that he does anytime I've been on Jose's. Now, myself, on the other hand, I've presented tons of observations on Jose's, all of which smash your pathetic religious beliefs, but we'll not go into that right now.
Oh, we don't have religious beliefs at all. We carry knowledge. We don't carry.
You do.
We keep getting it wrong
You've got
again.
faith in memes that you found out about in 2015 on YouTube. You know
Those
fuck all
memes
about
will
reality.
do today. They will do tomorrow. They will do long after you're dead, mate. Those memes.
Yeah, they will for you. They will for ignorant people like you who can't think for themselves. Yeah.
They'll surpass you. That's right.
Yeah, yeah. Listen to yourself. Faith in the memes. Thanks for proving my point.
The distance is about 14.3 miles.
Thank you very much. We are the champions, my friends.
I want to ask Jen a question. Jen, would you say that you defend your beliefs in the flat Earth in a energetic, aggressive manner?
I would say that I defend the knowledge I have of the flat Earth with every atom and fiber of my body. Yes, flat Earth is ecstasy. Flat Earth is the way. Flat Earth is the truth. Flat Earth truth.
You should look up.
Preach
you should
that
look
dogma,
up the
brother.
definition of zealot.
Yes, the truth must be defended with every fiber and atom.
That's the
Against
definition of
liars
zealot.
and delusional hypocrites.
All right. The petty talk is over. Beeble, you were gonna say something, some data you got?
No, I was just showing Brian. He asked me for the distance. So the distance is about 14.3 miles to that building.
Brian, do you have any photographs and stuff of what you were talking about?
Yeah, I got a few, man, but it's hard. I give compliments to B-Ball for getting the photos through the auto level and shit, man. That's a pretty good job. I got it's just like that too. I got another auto level that's just like that red one. But no, what I noticed is different things, man. Early in the morning and after dark. You know, I don't know what, you know, if sunset is basically he just went a few hours later in the afternoon and showing the same shit. I'm trying to get him to go after dark, but at least he did that. I'll give him that. But I just want him to prove the time, show me a long shadow, you know. But fuck that. Go at night, just right after dark if you get a chance, or go right when the sun's coming up. And just prove the time. You know, if it's dark, you don't got to prove the time if it's dark, right? But that's my last question.
That image where you see the auto level in the shadow. Do you think that shadow was directly underneath me? Doesn't that look like a pretty long shadow?
Yeah, you know what? No, it doesn't. I mean, if it's gonna stretch off into the distance, dude, you know how cameras distort shit. Something that's right in front of you is gonna look far away, right? So that's not a long shadow, bro. That is not a long shadow.
Wait. Don't you think that if the sun was directly above me, the shadow would be a lot shorter?
Well, you look at the auto level itself, besides the legs, and it's you know, it looks like it's about 4 or 5 o'clock, man, bro. That's what it looks like to me. That's the absolute worst. That's the absolute worst time to go, bro. That's what I'm saying. The afternoon is the absolute worst time to go.
6 p.m., Brian. It's about
right
6
now.
p.m.
The hottest you're gonna
post the video.
That's not far from the very worst time to go. The sun is gonna give you the hottest temperatures around in Hawaii, probably about 2:30. Is that about right? 2:30 in the afternoon. You're gonna get the hottest temperatures.
I guess so. You could say that.
So you're only a couple and a half hours behind the very hottest time. That's what I'm trying to get you to go when it cools down.
how much difference do you think there's going to be when the sun drops just after sunset? How much temperature difference do you think there's going to be? Do you think it's going to drop down about 10 degrees?
Well, that's why I'm trying to get you to go when it's not hot. You know, that's what I'm trying to get you to see, that you'll see different shit. If you'll go at night or if you'll go at sunrise, you'll see different shit. You don't think you will, but I'm trying to get you to see it. You know, I ain't saying there ain't an explanation for it, but I'm trying to get you to see it because you have an auto level and you have the want and the will to see shit. So you know, if you want the truth, then
there is an explanation for why it changes, though.
Yeah, I'm not saying there ain't an explanation, but he denies that you know, we even see different shit. You know, so I'm trying to tell him how to. If he wants to see different shit, if he wants to prove that wrong to himself, I'm telling him what to do.
Brian, the sunset probably would have been maybe 20, 30 minutes after I took most of these photos. So do you think there'd be some sort of, how much temperature difference do you think there'd be in 20 or 30 minutes?
The sun's setting like around 7 o'clock in Hawaii. So if you went
around 6:50 something. On Tuesday it was about 6:50 something in the sunset.
Well, what I'm saying, this is what I'm mainly saying, is the very worst time. You're only a few hours from the absolute worst time to do it.
Well, what I've shown is that there's no change, man.
So would it kill you to go there at sunrise and try it?
So I would have to jump through more hoops, right? Drive over there, get this footage for you, only for you to come back and give me another hoop to jump through.
Okay, maybe. But what about the other possibility? What if you go at sunrise and you don't see that? You don't see the crosshairs at the top of the 15th floor. What then, B-Ball?
Well, I guess we'll just have to see. What do you mean?
Right, and we could get to the we can narrow down the argument, man. And I could do the same here, and we could compare shit with different comments and further narrow it down. I'm just saying, man. I'm not trying to. I appreciate you even making the effort, man. I don't want to sound like a dick.
I don't mind sounding like a dick. Try harder. Get on with it, man. Stop whining. Get on with it. You want to prove the truth? I'll get extra.
Yeah, I'd like to see some of you guys. I'd like to see some of you guys, get out there and do some stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we're still waiting on Jin actually supplying proof. He just runs his mouth and doesn't provide any. He keeps claiming he's got it, but he hasn't been able to provide a single fucking thing so far.
I've provided images today. You can lead Woolies to a
Oh yeah,
but you can't make
dumbass Black Swan, which is a stupid refracted image and nothing of your own. Nothing of your own. What's the matter? You have a hobby? Duh.
You don't
Do it
have
for
a hobby,
yourself.
that's for sure. I know that much.
Do it for yourself, or shut up.
Do you have any idea? Do you have any idea what time of the day you think people can see the bottom of those buildings, Brian?
Be a wild guess at best.
Yeah, you got a wild guess on what time of the day can people see the bottom of those buildings. As far as I know, he have gone in different seasons of the year, different climates and different times. But maybe he hasn't gone. Maybe he hasn't been there in a specific time that you think that those bottom of the building will be seen.
Yeah. Then he'll have to be an educated guess. Sorry, I forgot that he has done different conditions there. So he might be able to. Don't mess with that. You could be getting what you wish for there. Be careful what you wish for, man. He could just come out and give it to you straight in the head. Flat earth truth, bang, flat in the curve. But you guys, even the professionals are telling you in that video, yeah.
All right. Anybody else got anything about the topic? Because I'm about to wrap up.
So Jose, I posted a video. I'm not sure if you can download that real quick.
Yeah.
It's in Daily Boom.
Well, I mean, just this thing that Brian's talking about how it being different at sunrise and sunset is just because it's because of change in temperature. Obviously, when the sun starts rising, it starts heating things up, and obviously vice versa when it goes down. The the cooling starts to take place near the surface of the water, that kind of thing. So depending on where you live, obviously the overall effect might change. I mean, I know if I go out most days quite early when the sun's rising and look over a body of water, I'm most likely to get an inferior mirage. Like 9 times out of 10.
9 times out of 10. That's a claim, especially when they say it's a very rare event indeed. So wow.
An inferior mirage is the most common atmospheric effect you can get. You're so fucking clueless. It hurts.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Okay, I got it on screen right now. I'm sharing on screen the video clip that Bebold shared. This is from one of the days of the observation with the tripod, with this tool. And you can see a 360 there. I'm sharing it right now.
So you can see where the sun is at, right, Brian?
That was quick.
Hold on, I'm trying to see. Do that. Say it again. What'd you say?
I said you saw where the sun was at, right?
Yeah, right overhead. Your shadow is 45 degrees, man.
Right overhead?
What?
The sun was right overhead.
Your shadow is 45 degrees. You're trying to use camera.
Let's see that now. The video is gonna start one more time. Here we go.
Where's the sun? Is that 45 degrees, Brian?
No.
Yeah, you see it there. Yeah.
That's not 45 degrees. What is that? What would you say that is?
42.5.
It's like 30 minutes before. I'm sorry, maybe about an hour before sunset.
It's very close
Degrees
to
wise.
very close to be very close to the horizon.
Right. Sun's still hitting everything, though, right?
So how much temperature difference do you think there's going to be in an hour?
Are you there now?
No, this is recorded.
Oh man! Now I want you to go when the sun ain't hitting shit.
Do you think,
or if it came up.
Brian, let's do this again. Do you think there's going to be a difference?
Well, I mean, I've seen the difference, and Al just said, what he's seen, and besides whatever it proves or not, that's left to be discussed. But I'm trying to get you to acknowledge that we see different shit at different times of day, and you haven't even got that far to catch up with the argument. Are you calling Al K a liar? Or I mean, besides me, you trust Al K, don't you? I didn't mean to say you call him a liar, but you trust Al K, right?
Yes, if the conditions are right for that, yes, I would agree with you. But the conditions don't happen. They don't happen like that here.
How you gonna know until you try it, though? How you gonna know until you try it?
Brian, we had the same discussion before, Brian. It's not going to change.
You just want to just absolutely not do what I asked, and do almost what I asked or something.
You know why?
That's fine. I can't make you do it, bro.
The last conversation we had, you said the same exact thing. Just go and try it. So I went and tried it, and lo and behold, it's the same. The crosses are literally in the same position at a different time of day.
You're literally going at the worst fucking time. In 1 hour,
So the first time I went,
bro.
So the first time I went was a bad time. Now the second time I went, it is also a bad time.
Yes, man. It's a little bit better, I would think, but it doesn't matter. The sun's still beaming on shit, dude. Wouldn't you agree? In fact, like I said, that's almost the absolute worst time, dude. Is a few hours past the hottest time of the day. You gotta hear my
6 p.m. is definitely not. 6 p.m. is definitely.
I appreciate the effort you're making, but you're trying to prove something that, for what, I have no idea, man. But you're trying to prove that you always see the same thing. Well, the only way to prove that thoroughly is to go when the sun ain't beaming on shit.
All right, guys, I need to get the word out.
Okay.
I need to get the word out while we got a big audience, 48 people watching now. I'm about to wrap up the live show, but I just want to let everybody know that we have been approved for the super thanks option on YouTube. So if you go in any videos on my channel that are not live in the moment, you can scroll down and you can find a new option. Make sure that you always hit the like, the thumbs up. There's a new option that is say thanks. And if you click that, then you will have the option to support the channel when the show is not live. So please make sure to choose an option, maybe $2, and type a comment there. And that way, that comment, boom, and then you buy and send $2, $5, $10, or $50. And that comment with the super thanks sticker will be shown in the comment section in the videos. So entertain the idea. If you want to support the channel, you don't have to wait for the show to be live. You can hit me up in that option, or you can also use, as always, a PayPal link that is in the YouTube universe. There's other links like the Discord. I'm happy to become a member, so please make sure to help the channel out by doing so. And for those today watching with special sound effects in the background of Florida, to make sure to hit that thumbs up, share the show. And I want to thank everybody in the YouTube land. It was a very cool YouTube chat box that which I wasn't looking at all times today. I was like too distracted talking to my sister and doing other stuff. And thank you to everybody that was here in the Discord call. Very, very, very entertaining today indeed. Give me 1 second. What's up, man? Unit 27, 47. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, all the way. I know there's a few in between. So it kind of skips a little bit because we got this medium. It kind of skips side by side a little bit. That's 46. I don't know which one is this one. You're looking for who? CJ? I don't know, man. Let's do some final thoughts, guys. Alkei, you're up first.
Okay. I guess the main thing I would say is I'd just quite like to see some of the examples from Brian. Since how he's brought it up, that would be kind of cool to actually see what he's talking about from his area, rather than just everything that everybody else has got to show. You know, if it's his thing, I think we should see some stuff from him. It's just only fair. Jin, been here a few days. So far, he always managed to do is run his mouth, be arrogant, condescending, and try and troll or whatever. He's basically, you know, somebody who likes to be loud, but he doesn't bring anything of substance and relies too heavily on memes from 2015 and so on. He's been asked repeatedly to provide actual evidence of his own, which he claims to have, and is still failing to do it. So the same goes to him. Same goes to him. Bring stuff. You know, put up or shut up, basically. And, well, I mean, what can you say about Berry? He always screws up somehow. He likes to cherry pick and not pay attention. So, if anybody wants to talk about the images they've personally taken, I'll happily bring mine on again and compare and contrast with anything they've got to offer. And I think that's about it. Cheers.
Jose, can I go next?
Yes, thank you very much. I appreciate it, man. Bibo, what's up? Final thoughts.
So great show, Jose. So like I was saying before, you know, Brian pretty much asked me to do this observation, claiming that if I went on a different time at a different time of day, I would see the trees. Obviously, we see that we don't see the trees, and 1 hour difference is not going to change that. So anytime a flat earther asks you to do something and you do it, and then they come back with another excuse, what do we call that? We call that moving the goalposts, which is pretty much what would happen if I went out and did the same thing at a different time of day. So that's all I gotta say, Jose. Thanks a lot.
Naturally, be me next, right?
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Brian Liga, you're up. Final thoughts.
Thank you, man.
I just want to say something really quick. This one is small, but this one is small, but this one is far away. Very small, very far away. Thank you very much. Go ahead, Brian.
If I wanted to be a jerk about it, I'd say, B-Ball, you did not do what I asked. You went, you know, whether it's an hour or two, whatever, before dark, just because you went a little later, you still went at almost the absolute worst time with the sun beam. My whole claim is the sun hitting the water okay, is causing the refraction. That's my whole claim. Whether we can get to the bottom of it, whether it's right or wrong, but you're still showing where the sun's beaming on the water. So if I want to get technical, I could say, you know, no, go when the sun's not hitting the water. You know, go at or after dark or early in the morning. You know, right when the sun's coming up before it gets high enough to start beaming on everything. Right at sunrise. But I understand I'm asking you, and I do appreciate you making an effort. You know, I do appreciate the fact that you went out there. But in my defense, you're not doing what I asked. And you know, you could put it to bed with one more observation, and then I would have to. I'd have to concede the point that, hey, at his place, early at sunrise, we still see the same shit. So I'd have to shift some shit around and rethink things, you know. If you're not willing to do it, that's fine too. You don't have to, but if you're going to do it, make the effort. At least do what I ask. And thanks for doing what you did to this point. And thanks for the platform, Jose.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it, man. C4, final thoughts? Thank you. Chaik, final thoughts.
Shout out to Gene CBR1, who's been the best behavior I've seen him so far. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Doofus Manfred, final thoughts.
No, it's just we're going through the same things kind of over and over again. It's still 2015, 7 years later. We do, and when we're up in a higher altitude, away from the surface, where temperatures could vary, the temperature gradient, we have just the persistent pressure gradient to worry about from those altitudes. We can observe that the Earth still gets in the way of things. This shouldn't be possible on a flat Earth. Then we have things like mechanical gyro compasses, which don't make sense on a stationary Earth either. So I'm led to believe that we're on a rotating sphere based on observation. That's all.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. We have a Farmer's Boy. Thank you very much for coming. Fred, the Magnificent, final thoughts. Hugh Janus, final thoughts.
Good show. I missed most of it, but good show. Yeah, it's still 2015. We're still saying the same things. If this wants to go anywhere, then it's going to have to step up. That's all I got. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Can't we all get along to have a happy show?
Can we all get along? Can I go next?
Yin, it's your final thoughts, Yin.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the invite to the show. Well done for those in the chat room listening. It's Flat Earth all the way. And as for talking about things from 2015, we're talking about things from Rosebottom, 1800s. The Earth is flat. We will be using all the information from the past to the present day with the latest technology, and we still cannot find that curvature anywhere. This is becoming a joke. The only way we're going to move forward is for the heliocentrists to completely concede that yes, they've made a grave error in believing what they taught at school without checking. That's all I've got to say tonight. Flat Earth all the way. I'm finished. I yield. I yield. Don't tell me my system's gone down.
No, we can hear you. I think Jose might be having a problem.
Thank you very much, Jim. Appreciate it.
Yep, thank you.
Left lane, final thoughts.
Yeah, that's good example of projection there, Jen. You need to come up with some evidence so I believe what you've got to say. But anyway, it's still a good conversation. We have fun with it, and I do appreciate your platform, Jose. It gives me a lot of entertainment. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, Left Lane. Appreciate it. We got Sean Smith. Final thoughts. Oh, no audio there. We'll go back to you. Steve Rorino, final thoughts. The Cheap Professor Lowry, final thoughts.
God damn it! I'm speaking with myself on mute. Thanks for this, Jose. It was nice being here. I had a shitty day. I lost my phone and I was late for classes and all sort of stupid shit. So it was nice just to chill out a bit and hang around.
Thank you very much, everybody. Everybody witnessed my third nipple today again on stream. So big shout out to you, those who saw the you never gonna unsee that Jose's third nipple. Shout out to that. I am fantastically special. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Remember, there's a super thanks sticker for when the video is up and rendered. You can leave your comments with a little bit of support to the channel. Hit the like. The first comment in the comment section will be pinned unless it is a super thanks sticker. If a super thanks sticker is posted in the comment section, that comment will be posted. The first come, first serve. Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate it. Thank you, you guys in the Discord. You can stay for as long as you want. I just got to run, take care of the dogs, and do other stuff. Jose JG is saying